Hey, Marco, you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
I am, Pete. I am. A little heartbroken, though. Go green, go white. It's party on. For those that don't know, you can't. How can I ever say it? I always say go green, go white. But also, my wife is doing her executive MBA there currently. So, yeah, a little tough situation out there. 2 times in 1 year in the States. They got to do something, man. It's just getting ridiculous. So we'll wear my Michigan State fishing hat today. There you go. All right, Pete. On other news, we're doing 3 DC shows in a row.
No, we had the X-Men in there.
Oh, nice.
We did X-Men last week, remember?
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. 3 out of 4. What are we doing? And then, I asked the people that we're gonna do Flash. They go, didn't you? You've already done. The TAC has only been around what, a year and a half?
90. This is episode 90.
Episode 90. 2 of our shows have been Flash orientated, which is, I think, more than any channel has done on DC content, especially for Flash.
What's the other one about?
One of our first ones was like Silver Age, like the DC Justice League characters, okay. I think. Yeah, and we had a bunch of.
I didn't know if maybe it was when they first were announcing the Flash show.
Oh, it might have been that. Yeah, because I was going back, I was like, "Fuck, we've done all these books before." Like a lot of them. I was like, "Holy shit, the price of all these went up." But we'll go over more Flash. We'll make a little bit more on the trailer. We want to have fun with it, so we're going to tier list it. We're going to tier list it in a different way. It's going to be. We'll explain it to you. And then next week, unless something comes up again. Yeah. Next week, unless something comes up, we have to do spices because Steve Horn's chomping at the bit for that, and we already had spices list done. We had to move it though after that trailer. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's good to have it back. I don't know if you guys went to the shop today, but there was, lots and lots and lots of talk of how good the trailer was. I bet you we'll get into it soon, and there's the usual naysayers and there's the usual overly excited people, but. All in all, there's some great points. Are we covering the trailer later?
No, I didn't put it in the news. I figured we're kind of doing.
Oh yeah,
list, so.
I mean, the couple of things that came out of there is like, thank God the CGI was on point, and it didn't look all dark. Like I'm kind of over it too with DC, like fucking DC, and using you can say what you want, but like, it's fuck. It rains every fucking day, bro, and it's never daytime. It's always fucking night. Like nobody wants to watch that shit.
Yeah, everything was Snyderverse. Everything was muted. It wasn't only dark. It was also grayed out.
It was grayed out. That was the biggest
problem. The dullest blue,
dullest shit you could do. Fuck, man, get out of it. So it was really nice to see some like actual light and like
actual color
in it. Yeah, I mean actual fucking colors, which was great. I think it was a lot of what we expected. Right?
It was better than what I expected.
I would agree with that. I was not. I mean, with DC, my expectations are so low, and so seeing something like that, I was like, "Oh wow, this might actually be good.
This might be fun."
Yeah, well, as Dub knows, because he's locally, we have been us have been heavy vested in DC over the last couple of years. We roll out definitely runs for that. We have a bunch of Silver Age keys. Every show we try to shove down people's throats. Modern keys too. We are very fluent in that. We definitely try to mix it in. So I think it's finally for us. We're finally looking in good shape. I mean, I guess that's one of the reasons why I was excited. The first thing I did was I talked to Sean shortly after it, and he, to get our stuff together, and that was kind of it. He is more anal than I am, so he watched the trailer first in slow motion and broke down certain PowerPoint. And then we discussed, like, we have a list of things that DC needs to check off the list for us to feel comfortable. With where they would be at. And this trailer, it hit a lot of them. It really did. Between the announcement and this, it looks like it's on the right path for a little bit. I don't know if they're going to get there 10 years in out of this, but like, hey, for the start off of the new era, which I think this is, right? I know people are confused because he said it's the end of the beginning, but it's like it's just like Flashpoint in the comics. It seems like where this is going to be
was before his time, but he's I mean, tweaked it to fit what he's going to want to do going forward. So,
which is really cool. So I mean, Snyder and his washed out color palette. Yeah, I think he might be color fucking blind, to be honest with you, because everything was like that was probably one of my. It's funny though saying that now and seeing that Flash trailer, because Pete, you've been around long enough and heard DC talks from me before, and you've seen people kill me in the chat where I'm like, could you turn on a fucking light bulb in a DC fucking movie every once in a while, motherfuckers? Like, it doesn't have to be
he loves
dark.
like sepia tone and gray.
Snyder was the best 6 hours of slow fucking Sherlock Holmes fucking play, and God, no, let's see some let's have some action. Let's spend a little bit more instead of on slow-mo cuts on like actual CGI that looks like not something that my fucking 17-year-old niece fucking made, like something that was made in a fucking studio, bro. And I think we got that. I thoroughly enjoyed the trailer. I'm excited. I mean, you guys, for the people that have been behind the scenes, and obviously if you've watched some of our things when Pete makes me go into boxes of very expensive comics and pull it out, that Flash has been something I've been just hoping. I mean, I could almost get an aneurysm with this kid, Ezra Miller, dude. Fucking this guy. But it's finally all right, dude. I just don't want him to touch Swamp Thing and Constantine because I don't want him fucking up characters I like. That's all right. They'll do it eventually. I mean, like Dark Justice League, although I was hoping for it, I'm kind of further and further away of hoping for it. Actually, considering what Marvel's done with a lot of shit. I'll say hi to the chat so we can talk to them. And yeah. I didn't use so much slow-mo.
Yeah, it would have been much shorter.
Bruce, Brucifer, thank you for the sub. Happy Wednesday. Eric doesn't have a sub. Peace. What's up? Eric, did we finish our conversation? I felt like I had to get off the phone early. Ed, saying hi for the algorithm. Thank you, Ed. BK, I'm here for Marco to bow down to DC supremacy. Oh, maybe one day BK would know as much as I do about comics in general, and more importantly, DC, since he says he likes it so much, but his knowledge is very lacking, and his books are even more lacking. Hey, gents. Hey, Joe. What do we have for Joe's?
Los Pollos Hermanos.
There you go, Joe. Nice. 4 Deadly Venom. EP 90. Congrats. Yeah. We are on 90. Are we putting the episodes on these? We should put it up there to count out to the episodes, maybe. I don't know. What's up, gang? What's up, Ryan?
We can't hear you, Pete.
Can't hear you, Pete.
Yeah. No, I have them numbered, so I know where we're at. But yeah, 90.
Yeah, Snyder and his washed off colors. Absolutely. Does Marco's hat say white? Hey, Chad. No. I support I'm actually a donator and supporter of the Michigan State fishing team. So I write a check every year for the Michigan State is a big agricultural school. Does a lot of good things and works with the fisheries around here. Since I live off a lake, and one of my fonder memories of my father, and something I've instilled in my kids, is not only just taking care of not fishing, but taking care of how you fish, like taking care of making sure we have the right species in, and all the proper stuff. Don't put boats in from one area to another. We have the locks out here and everything else. And Michigan State does a lot of research for that and helps out a lot of things. They were actually some of the people that, if you know, the electric fence.
The AOA.
They had a lot of. Okay, I'll get there. They had a lot of point with the electric fence and doing stuff like that. So every year I do, and every year PG whatever, the Columbia company that makes those sweet fishing jerseys, came out with a Michigan State inspired fishing hat. And for those people that don't know, there's a tragedy on the campus just a couple days ago. So we still deal with that stuff. But yeah, so no, that's what that hat is, Chad. Just so you know. Snyder didn't use so much slow-mo. It would have been shorter. Absolutely, I agree with that. He was garbage. Oh my gosh. Why would I challenge? Look, see, this is the problem, BK. We can't tell, and I can tell because I know the type of person you are. But see, there's a delay, correct? And then what happens is you take your fingers and slam on the internet to look up answers, where I don't have any of that. I just have to go off the dome. But I'll educate you today, especially on some DC stuff when we get into the list. So there we go. Jeff Saturday was giving away memberships.
No, that was me. I figured AOA was doing it. I would just do it because
nice.
Get more stuff.
There's people that I've never seen before
cool,
that were gifted memberships just now.
It just does it random.
It does it
randomly does it.
It actually told me I wasn't able to accept memberships.
Random, like as in people who never watch the channel. I mean,
I think you gotta be here.
Sarah Chang just got one, so welcome, Sarah. Spider Guy Murph 805. I'm not sure who that is. Ronan Kane.
Spider Guy might just not comment. You might watch.
Right.
I
mean, we got like 2,500 subs, bro. They watch. We have so much content. People. I mean, some people flat out do not like me and the content I do. I get it. There's a lot of shows that I help out with that I won't show up on because I don't want them to just not have any views, right? So hey.
I was gifted a membership by Rennavision.
Hey.
Hey, welcome to me. Olivia, welcome Olivia. Welcome Gaz's Heroes and Villains. Welcome to the 4 Deadly Venoms. That's
Pete, you do know, Pete, hold on. You do know this is why our show runs in the red all the time. Is because any little pennies we make, you just fucking give away times 5. Not just what I don't mind you giving away what we make, but you give away times 5. So, all right, cool. Well, that's very good. What
else am I going to do with it?
Does anybody else have any input on the trailer? I mean, from I'm
still concerned, but it definitely looks like it's going to be entertaining. I'm not going to say it's going to be great, earth-shattering. I still don't like the main star, not because of the craziness that he's gotten up to either. Like, I wasn't a fan of him to begin with. I just didn't like his portrayal of Barry Allen. That's just personal preference. But I'm a little concerned, but it definitely looked better than I expected. I expected dumpster fire, and I think it's going to at least be watchable. And it could even be good for all I know, but this is what I was expecting.
So I wasn't expecting dumpster fire because I knew some things were going to happen on it in the original version that was coming out. That's why I kind of wanted to get it out. I was hoping when they're going, when they're going through the WB stuff, I was like, just get Flash out, because it was already pretty good. I think they've added stuff onto it, and I think they've left the door open where they can, this is the one part. James Gunn, for those people who didn't know, they tried to cancel James Gunn before.
Yeah.
Yeah, people forget that.
For decade-old comments.
Yeah. I've had similar stuff happen. So you do get you get a little bit more lenient on people, and I think he is a little bit more lenient on the Miller kid, but that doesn't mean that he's not leaving the door open for him to go a different direction. And I think the Flashpoint movie allows him that if he needs to leave later on, he could just 86 Ezra out of it and go a different direction. So, it's pleasantly surprised. Hey, what's up, Tyson? What's up, Matthew? And what's up, Matt? All right, cool. So that's that's it. I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm extremely excited and stoked. I think a lot of the criticism, I mean, we know that I'm very honest in my opinion, and I'll criticize something if I believe it deserves to be, but I believe this is finally on the right path. I'm still worried about having James Gunn direct the whole ship, but he's kind of not, because they gave him the anchor of what's his name, the co-captain. I keep wanting to say Sarth, and that's not the guy's last name. What's the guy's last name?
Saffron.
Saffron. Yeah, that's who it is. So they have Saffron. Yeah, they have Saffron not allowing him to just
unless I'm thinking spices.
Saffron is the spice. Saffron is the guy's name. Saffron. Yes. Keaton's return. Yes. 89 all over again. It is, but he might be playing a different part, and there might have been some clues on what part he's playing in there too. I don't know if you guys saw that. Do you guys think he's Thomas Wayne? Do you guys think he's the dad, Thomas Wayne? Because there's a suit in there that sure as shit looked like the Thomas Wayne Flashpoint suit. And I would like to add, I mean, that's where I'm saying, okay, so DC
they could tweak things around a little bit.
There was a blue and gray suit. Mm-hmm. We saw that. We saw Keaton in his suit. Then we saw another. I think we saw three different
suits.
Three different suits, because we saw what was probably Ben Affleck, maybe Christian Bale on the motorcycle. So I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
The Bat Cycle was there.
I would just think that it would open up the option of Thomas Wayne and introduce the character, so you can go beyond You can go like I think I said it. If you watch the tapes from a couple weeks ago, and there was somebody that does a show with Kyle telling me how wrong I was, but I think it opens up the option where you can move to all like it introduces us to the idea that there's Thomas Waynes out there who were Batmans.
How would you guys feel if they deep faked Grand Moff Tarkin Adam West into this just for a quick little thing? Would it bother you?
I don't give a shit about that. Not as long as the estate gets paid, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I mean, as long as they don't have him with his donkler fucking hanging out, like, you know what I mean? No, I mean, but like, I mean, respectful, like, you know, like the question was with what's her name, who played Leia?
Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher. Yeah, I don't want you to CG her getting finger banged by freaking Jabba the Hutt, but yeah, I mean, like,
where did that come from?
Well, I'm just saying, I'm saying it's like being disrespect, right? You know, I mean, all of a sudden you put her back in the slave Leia costume, right? Like, I don't want to see that, but if you do it as something like tasteful, yeah, like they did with Tarkin. I mean, I like Tarkin and I liked when they CGI'd him. I know people are fucking butthurt. I don't even know why. I don't fucking know why people fucking just.
Well, the Tarkin thing was just weird because it kind of creeped me out. They didn't have it right yet, in my opinion. He still had the uncanny valley. He still had those dead eyes.
I don't know, man. I've watched a bunch of movies and shit where you see stuff that, like I used to watch a lot of dub films where the shit doesn't line up. It doesn't bug me. I mean, it doesn't bug me.
My problem with it is that they could have easily. No, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to give you a straight on shot. Like you can hide it more. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like we'll still buy into it if you just show it a profile. Don't show a direct shot of his face in bright light. Like there's no need to do it. Don't try to show off if it ain't up to snuff yet. That's all I'm saying. Don't try to show off if it ain't there yet.
Then we would never have any Star Wars movies because that's the Lucas way, bro. That's literally what Lucas.
They're the innovators,
yeah.
But that's also why we get the goddamn Jawas swinging from Bronkosauruses or whatever the hell it was added into New Hope because we could do it now.
Yeah, I mean that's where I feel like that we might have the issue like. The project that worries me the most is the fucking...
we don't need Muppets anymore. We'll just have CGI some fuzzy guy in his spittle singing right into the camera into Jedi because we can do it now.
The one that fucking worries me the most is it Batman that Gunn's doing, or is it Superman? Superman. That's what. Yeah, Superman's the one that worries me the fucking most because how does the boss tell the non-boss who's the boss who's doing everything? You can't put you can't have fucking. Crypto dog sniffing fucking Superman's ass. You know what I mean when he comes in the door.
Why not?
Well, I mean, you want to get
that's a broad audience.
I know, but that's
too far out of pocket.
but in a movie, it's gonna look weird. I'm gonna tell you, a CG dog sniffing a guy's ass who's supposed to be the Man of Steel.
Real dog.
Oh, good lord! You have oh, geez. Okay, whatever. My point is, like, when then all of a sudden you're like, hey, since I'm in charge, I can try this shit, right? I can try this shit because I'm in charge. So whatever I want to do, I'm going to do. And that's where I get a little bit worried about. I mean, Superman's a tough fucking character to pull off anyways.
Yeah, no, that would be something.
Right? The Rock playing the dog.
Didn't he already do that?
Sniffing Superman's ass. That's why he can't be Black Adam anymore, is because he's going to be sniffing. Great job. All right. Okay. BK loves for the books you're showing. I don't know why he doesn't like all the books you're showing, but.
Well, he only likes some?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, he has 4.
Because he has 4.
Oh.
Good job, BK.
You only have 4 of those books? Let me see how many of those books I have. That I know off the top of my head. Got that one.
I don't have Yojimbo.
I got that one. I have the Yojimbo one. I got 2 of those. I do not have Itchy and Scratchy. I got a couple of the Beyonds. What's the one on the way right? I can't see it.
You got that right.
World's Finest.
Yeah. World's Finest. Probably have that considering we have so much. I have so much DC. I can't fucking see any of it. Flashpoint got that.
You got a Scud?
No, I don't have a Scud.
I had that Scud for a long time. It's like one of the first books I ever got graded.
Yeah. The rest of the bottom row I have.
Didn't they do the first action figure cover too, or something like that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Back then, like in 05 or 06.
Mm-hmm.
So now we've already cast it. The Rock's playing the dog and he's sniffing Superman's ass. All right, excellent.
Well, they've already cast it, so we can't do that. If we were fan casting and we couldn't do it because it's already been done, that would be one rule.
Oh no, Bob! All right, so this is it. We're moving moving all the other stuff. We're moving Spices and Wizards next week. And during it won't just be Flash. We're going to do stuff that's related to Flash trailer. So we'll have a bunch of stuff in the old, and it's pretty much going to be an interesting way of doing tier list. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting way of doing tier list.
Do you want me to show them the overlay for it?
Yeah.
This is what we're going to be doing.
Slab it, grab it, or leave it.
That's going to be options.
You might be interesting in how we explain the options to you, though. On what slab it, grab it, and leave it is.
Leave it means exactly.
Yeah. Pete has a book and a half on the shelves. You have a book and a half on what shelf? Trying to flex. What book are you trying to flex about? Is it because of Dungeon Dragon trailer?
Oh, are you saying I was trying to flex by saying what books of dubs that I have? No, I wasn't listing all of the ones. I was just looking at what I recognized, but I do have some of those. Among
I'm confused
tens of thousands of others in this room.
Yeah.
I'm sometimes confused with what I say. I'm definitely confused 90% of the time what BK is trying to mumble out of his mouth. All right, James Gunn can only improve Superman. Yeah, I guess.
What's that on the left on the bottom?
Will we be doing in a Flash? Kyle's got jokes. Kyle, are you a big Flash fan? All right. That's a Sonic book.
Sonic.
Yeah. The other side.
That's
Superman Adventures 5.
Yes.
The Livewire one. Okay.
Livewire, yeah.
Because from here, it's small on my screen. It looked like Captain Carrot for a second.
Oh no, I don't have any.
It also
carrot.
kind of fit
No, it's yellow with blue hair. Yeah, lots of cleavage. All right, let's go. Let's get to news because Kyle's telling us we need to hurry the show up.
All right. Well, let me run the intro and then we'll get right into our first story. All right, we don't have a ton this week.
No.
Decent amount, but not a ton. And before you yell at me, the top story really isn't a top story. I just didn't have another place to put it.
Please don't put more bullshit up.
All right, let's go. It's something we've been talking about for a while, sort of. Ancillary talking about. And that's the D&D thing. So I didn't have a place to put this. But to me, this is like D&D pushed them to the point where they're just going to make their own goddamn game now, maybe. So they're creating their own competition when they didn't have competition by instituting all these extra restrictions.
No, let them. No, they should. No, Critical Role is going to get sued for likeness, and then they're going to have to pay more than the 10%. They should have just paid. They should just pay the 10%.
Or they could have just been the AEW upstarts trying to challenge the WWE.
How's that working out for them? Isn't half those people back at fucking?
They're hanging in there. They're doing their thing.
Hanging in there, huh? Okay.
They're selling toys. They got a video game coming. I'm not watching it anymore. I just can't keep up with all that content. But it's still going.
It's going.
Yeah, but no, I didn't have a place to put it. I didn't want to create a whole gaming section for this, so I snuck it at the top and figured.
I can't. This is the one person, and then you guess what they're gonna do. As soon as they do that, D&D is going to go back to the old way and let all the small people go back to doing what they're doing. It was all about this. Did we not say that? It was all about this. It's all about Critical Role. Just write the check. Write the check. You got the money from the shows. You got, I mean, did they not? They know they owe them, right?
Their success comes from it. So
it literally is from them. They got a free fucking reign. They built their whole brand off of it.
Yeah. But at the same time, you got to also factor in the point. It's like, well, does Tom Brady owe Wilson because they made the football that he's playing with on the field? Like, yeah,
they pay him. They sure as fuck still pay him.
They built the guidelines and the rules, but
the guy who copyrighted the football, Wilson Franklin, what's their names? Rawlings. Everybody who makes a fucking football writes them a fucking check. They write them a check. You still have to write them a fucking check, bro. Like, I don't understand how this is.
Well, it's just, I think it's a matter of who should be writing that check, I guess.
Critical Role should be writing a check to D&D. And then D&D just goes, hey, man, could you please just write us a check? The point when Critical Role starts selling it to, was it Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I think it becomes a problem. And who gives a shit? You're getting
that's kind of where I was getting at with it. Maybe Amazon should be writing the check for making this product, just like the NFL is paying Wilson and Franklin not the individual players that are playing on the field. That's kind
Well,
of
no, I mean, yeah, I guess, but I see it more
Okay.
like Wilson
Yeah.
and Franklin and Raleigh pays the original football person.
All I'm saying is it's not as cut and dry as, hey, they
just
stole
give them a
from
fucking
D&D and they're
point.
making
Give them
money.
a fucking point.
It's a framework.
Give them a
but still,
point.
the
Give them
story
one
they came
point.
up
Give
with
them
was
1 point.
there.
Give them 1 point on all your mass media stuff,
Yeah.
and D&D will go a fucking way. 1 point. That's all it would take. And you guys will live happily ever after.
Maybe. They'll probably want more than that.
Hey, B, what's up?
So B,
313.
All right, we're going to go right into the box office report. And, man, I thought last weekend was bad. But I guess the Super Bowl made it even worse. And it's not because Magic Mike's on top. That's got nothing to do with it. Magic Mike's on top, making $8.3 million.
This is a stripper movie, right?
Yeah.
How long ago did this come out? Didn't it come out a long time ago?
No, it came out this weekend. This was
Magic Mike stripper
Super
movie.
Bowl counter program.
it's like part 3.
This is
Magic
the third.
Mike
part 3. How many part? 3 parts? Shit.
Yeah, 3.
By the way, I'd like to say on the tape, go back to tapes. You're welcome for all those people I told Kansas City had already won the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl was even.
Oh,
that screen just go out.
That's right. You're the recorded show that I couldn't make.
Yeah, calling it before it even happened. Fuck it just knocked out my screen.
Holy shit! They re-released Titanic again.
Again? See, that's what I'm talking about. Titanic, Avatar.
I just looked up and I saw 25th. I didn't even look at the other movies when I made the slide.
Did you guys see? Holy shit! That fucking what Fast and Furious are? That shit looks so bad. What Fast and Furious are they on?
10.
Holy shit!
And they're breaking it up into 2 parts, I think, too.
What?
It's the end.
Man, lower. Yeah,
Why can't they just do 10 and 11? Why do they have to?
I know this.
So
I know this. More money. I know this about these stripper movies. One of them has got Kevin Nash in it. I don't know which one, but one has Kevin Nash in it.
I think it was the first. I saw the first one.
So the first one, Kevin.
I'm
Nash.
not ashamed to admit I saw the first one. Yeah,
I did too. Then whichever one had Kevin Nash in it, I saw it.
Yeah, it had Nash. It had.
He's from the great state of Michigan. He's actually from like
Palmer,
25 minutes down the road.
I also did not know that Kevin Nash was in John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a bodyguard, John Wick 1. Yep.
The wife and I just went through and watched all 3 John Wick movies over the past week. She wanted it. Like showed her the first. She wanted to watch the other 2. I was very happy with that, and she's looking forward to going to the movies to go see the new one. So,
dude, John Wick is disgusting. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. As people that watch the show know, I watch it all the time. So, hey, Blue Beetle, Fast and the Furious, those guys. Is it not the same fucking thing over and over again?
No, in one
movie, fall out of something, hit some cars, blow up, and fall off of fucking.
They went into space one time.
And then Vin Diesel having dinner with a bunch of motherfucking mamalukes. So
no, it started off with what, the Point Break knockoff. They're stealing DVD players, and all of a sudden, they're superheroes flying through cars in Brazil. Like,
I remember one time they were in Japan drifting.
Ludacris was in space.
What?
Yes, they've been to space.
Ruben.
That's where this series has gone.
This is like I think the last one I saw, I'm not sure I saw 2. Which was the one where they go to Japan?
Probably Tokyo
Bad
Drift.
News Bears, man.
Is it called Tokyo Drift? It's not. I thought that was part of this.
Bears goes to Japan.
No. I thought it was not Fast and the Furious. It's called Tokyo Drift.
Yes, it was. The third one was Tokyo Drift.
Oh, okay. So that one I saw.
I saw that one too.
Because it had that guy in it. What is that guy? But did it have Vin Diesel even in it?
No.
But all the rest do all the rest of them have Vin Diesel? When Ludacris was going to the moon, was Vin Diesel?
Yeah, that was like the last one, I think.
Why was he going? How's he going to the moon?
I don't know. They were in a car that was in space. It was him and Tyrese. I think they were flying in space. I didn't see the whole movie.
Tyrese is still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's something. Okay. I think we spent a long enough time talking about stripper movies that we're not talking about. 80 for Brady. Has anybody seen that movie?
No.
That was another one. That was another one when I was at the Super Bowl party. People are like, "Yeah, dude, nobody's gonna go see that." Nobody's seen it.
$5.8 million people went and saw it for round 2.
So all of Boston went again.
Yep.
To go watch it 2 weeks in a row. All right.
Moving on.
Oh Jesus, that's funny.
Avatar, even though
Hey, hold on. It's starting off early. I might be out of it, but can we get Fast and Furious for Transformers, directed by Zack Snyder? And why I'm saying is because I'm trying to find the
Ring the bell. Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Good job, Brucifer. Thank you for making us laugh.
I don't know if that would be a train wreck or actually decent.
No, 2000s were some good years. All right, what's up?
Well, Way of Water is apparently the third biggest movie of all time now. It passed Titanic, even though Titanic's back in theaters.
And then Titanic just came back out to try to pass it again.
He's racing against himself. But right now, as it stands, it's the first Avatar, it's Endgame, and then it's Way of Water. This is worldwide, total. You were talking billions, like over $2 billion for all.
Did Avatar come back out to like try to pass Endgame, and that's how it passed Endgame?
It did. Yes.
This just seems like a lot of bullshit. This guy
is
fucking
shitty. I would be more upset if Star Wars did the same thing.
Okay, I think that's bullshit too. This is what I think.
They did.
What? When?
The re-releases, they counted it.
Were the remastered ones?
Yeah, the re-releases.
Yeah, but at least they remastered it,
I
guess. Yeah, I mean, at least they fucking fucked up some of the movie. You know what I mean?
Well, they tried adding some stuff back into some of these dumbass.
I don't know if I see Cameron.
They
I'm gonna go, hey,
Titanic to re-release it once. I think
I'm just gonna kick him in the nuts for this shit. Just kick him. If you see this guy, kick him in the nuts.
Well,
I give you permission.
He can probably shoot you from the sky and with a satellite with the amount of money he has now. After
he just keeps re-releasing and buying tickets. That's all he does.
Who cares? Yeah. It's not his money. He's just spending Disney's money then.
Yeah, I don't know. No, he does. It's the money Disney gave him, and I bet you when they get to the state, they're gonna be like, he lost a shit ton of money. What happened to all his money? Oh, well, when every time he re-released, he'd go out of his own pocket and buy 3 million fucking tickets and throw them down the drain.
Maybe. Well, Ant-Man's looking to possibly make 280 this weekend, worldwide.
It's
not
this
just
weekend.
This weekend, but it's opening.
Opens tomorrow. Yeah.
Which I think is a solid number. It's not like all-time best or anything.
Yeah. Asterisks. But... He's got it. Tony's got it. Tyson's got it. Put asterisks. Put asterisks on those movies.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They do need them.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this was going to be a separate little item, but I just tacked it onto here. The critics aren't loving this. Just to say, the audience score is not released yet. This is like the critics are just basically saying, eh.
Yeah, but I don't really care what the critics say.
Hey, fuck's given about ranking movies and TV shows. 0.
Tomato. How many tomatoes a movie has is irrelevant to me.
Yeah, because what's going to happen now is one like fanboys for Marvel are going to go into their 50,000 accounts and bot the shit out of liking it. DC Wine Boy fan fucks are going to down thumb it 1,000 with their 50,000 accounts. And like,
no. That's not the point of it. The actual ratings, I don't think, is what matters. I think it's what starts pushing a narrative, and then that's the story you start hearing. It's based off of this.
Oh yeah, I mean, people need.
That's all. That's all. Here, I'm just saying, we're going to start it now before the movie's even out yet. People are already going to be going into it with a negative light. Where I'm still, much like Flash, going to say, I wasn't like waiting patiently for Ant-Man 3. I enjoyed the first two because they were, okay. They're entertaining. They're not great films, but
once again, I don't know. Like I always say this, set the expectations.
Yeah.
What the fuck it's a C rate or D rate fucking franchise. Like, yo, what the fuck do you expect?
All right. Now this is,
if it doesn't make you get up and walk out, it's Ant-Man and let me say it again, Ant-Man and fucking Wasp. If it's entertaining enough to hold your fucking $10 for an hour and a half or whatever the fuck this movie is,
I think
that's a win. 2 hours. Oh shit, that's
a couple minutes over 2 hours, I think.
All right, thumbs down on this movie already. Bullshit. All right.
I was hoping Corbin was going to be here for this one because I just kind of want to just put this out there. Well, I don't
think he knows how the
I still haven't seen Black Adam, but apparently Puss in Boots has passed Black Adam now. Puss in Boots made more money than The Rock.
Yeah, no doubt. The Rock is shooting himself in the foot for that one.
Like, and it's closing in on Eternals too.
What?
Puss in Boots.
Okay, yeah, that would be a good. It might be a good one.
I'm just saying that
Marvel bombs versus DC bombs one day, and see which one's which one? I mean, like you got Iron Man 2, you got Iron Man 3, you got Eternals, you got Black Adam. I don't think Black Adam was worse than Eternals.
Yeah.
And I don't think either one of those two was worse than fucking Iron Man 2 or 3. Iron Man 2, go back and watch that horse shit.
No, thank you.
Thank you. I did
Whiplash
like,
in the middle of a fucking
Justin
racetrack
Hammer.
for some. What the fuck? What?
I like Rockwell, so I did enjoy Rockwell in Iron Man 2. But outside of that, Mickey Rourke was, hey man, this is not my bird. Like that. Why did he have to have a bird to begin with? Like, what was that about? Like, all right, we're gonna make you in a Russian prison. I want a cockatiel. What? Yeah, I want a parrot or something. I want a colorful bird. It's gonna be my thing.
Those two movies, that 2 and 3 were fucking atrocious.
All right. Well, also talking about atrocious, I'm just also not. You go ahead, let the hate mail come in. I am not looking forward to this one bit. But Joker 2, I'm sorry, this does not rev my engine. I'm not excited by this picture. Like, this doesn't get me going, oh my God, I can't wait to see Harley and Joker sing.
Oh, she's fucking playing Harley Quinn?
Yes. No.
It's a musical. She will be singing.
Hey, once again, you got every time. Stop saying musical because I fucking just anything after that I turn it off. I'm done. You say musical, I'm out.
I'm not trying to convince you to watch it.
Not watching fucking Mamma Mia. Not watching this horse shit. Not watching none of it. I don't want it. Fucking worst shit ever. Musicals are the biggest waste of cinema space.
There's a couple
Except
of
Miss Saigon.
No, Miss Saigon I saw actually in the theaters. In the only place you should.
Yeah,
very small theater.
Moulin Rouge. That wasn't that bad.
Bullshit, garbage,
House
trash.
Party, bigger, longer, and uncut.
Okay, now that's the only type. No, House Party, yes.
That was a good musical.
Not technically a musical though.
We're counting House Party then. What about
Not to mention you had Robbins. You had Robbins in that. So like, I mean, Robin Harris is fucking dope as shit. So I mean, fuck it.
Dolomite.
Yeah, whatever.
No, remember that was the movie you wanted to watch with his son. You wanted to watch Dolomite.
Dolomite, yeah. I remember.
You want to have a night in with his
son.
Dude,
I can still do the kid who played fucking dance, bro. When you got Gina's there or whatever, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm all day. Watch me put on the fucking loafers with the fucking thick wood heels.
I know it might just be parts of the movie, Brucifer. I'm just saying, I'm not that big on the first Joker.
I'm not watching.
Not excited by anything they told me about the sequel.
I'm not watching this. I'm not. I don't give a shit. I'm not watching it. I'm not spending my money on it. I'm not even going to waste my time putting bootleg on this shit, dude. I'm not doing it.
Okay, now let's move on then. That was the little DC movie news bit. So we'll go over to Marvel.
Hey, Repair Tech Tony.
So apparently, it's going to be President. So I don't think we're getting a Red Hulk now, because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have the President become a Red Hulk, because Thunderbolt Ross is going to be President in the next Captain America movie. So I think all those Red Hulk spec books are probably done. Right? I'm not crazy, right? There's no way they're going to have the President be a superhero. That's just ridiculousness.
Once again, you saw Iron Man 2 and 3, correct?
Yeah, but
you're using logic.
They had a president. They had, what was his name? William Sadler? William Sadler was the president in that. But he wasn't a goddamn superhero, even though they put him in an Iron Man suit. Maybe that was them testing the waters. He can't be a goddamn Hulk.
Whatever Magic Mike is the one that's got Kevin Nash in, where there's a DJ or some stuff. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't even remember what the point of the fucking Magic Mike show was. But whatever it was, old man getting on younger chicks or some shit. I'd rather watch.
I actually think I would rather rewatch Magic Mike than pay money to see Joker 2. If you're asking me if I'm sitting at home, well, maybe.
Why would they make it a Red Hulk, Pete? They could make it a Red Hulk.
He's the president. You can't have the president be a goddamn rampaging monster.
That's one way to get him impeached.
I guess so. Anyway, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. I'm just thinking it kind of takes that off the table.
Oh, fuck no. They'll let that shit. It'll be, dude. That movie will come out and people will still say he's gonna be Red Hulk, dude.
Well, a lot of this is coming out of an interview that Feige did, I think, with Entertainment Weekly, maybe. But he also gave some updates on Blade, Daredevil, and Fantastic Four. Oh,
dude, from Robin Harrison when he fucking baby's kiss.
that bit. Oh, what about when he shows up to the party?
Oh, when he shows up to the party and
like,
kid and play.
Have a couple finding you. Follow the drip. Follow the drip.
Oh, fucking God, that sucks. He passed away, dude. Man. All right. Anyways, what do we got? Sorry, we can't keep talking about fucking.
Well, we can talk about our favorite one night stands and Def Comedy Jam back in the day. All those HBO.
Dude, I'm still telling you, Raw, dude, fucking Raw is one of the most underrated.
It was on last night.
Was it? Oh fuck, so underrated.
Put it on. We were watching.
Everybody always gives it. What's the second one he did in the leather suit?
That was the second one.
Yeah, what was the second one?
Was first.
Well, Delirious. Okay,
Delirious
Raw was the second one.
Raw
yeah.
was second.
Everybody always gives it to Delirious, but fucking Raw and Raw gets over.
Raw was
fucking
so
Raw. Holy shit, Raw.
I remember getting
those
off the Napster.
So okay, for those people that don't know why I'm talking about Eddie Murphy stand up is because Robin Harris with which is the oldest Wayne kid,
Keenan Ivory
did a lot of the writing for help out writing Eddie's jokes in those two. In Raw especially, they wrote a bunch of shit. And God, the Robin Harrison jokes in those are just fucking just hilarious, dude. But was it Raw? Raw was the Bill Cosby fucking phone call, wasn't it?
Yep, my wife had a joke about that. She's like,
your wife had a joke about
back in the day that one would go into prison, the other
would
be family.
100%. Because that's what he said. That's what Richard Pryor says. You tell him. I can't say that. All right, let's get off of it. I'm laughing too much.
We can do a whole week. Maybe we'll tier list that. We'll tier list.
I don't know. We should tier list that. A lot of them jokes we can't say.
Marvel Studios. Even with Raw, there was a lot of shit he said. I'm like, oh damn! Like I don't even know if I could let my son watch this when he's of age because some of this stuff.
So we, as kids, used to be able. I don't know if you could still do it, but used to be able to rent movies. I probably said this before. You used to be able to rent movies from the library.
Yeah. And
for some reason, our fucking library had Raw, and we put it in a different fucking. We put it in a different fucking container, and we made the mistake of. I mean, we're young. We're like. Our range of us boys were somewhere from because I got a bunch of brothers was probably the youngest at the time. It had to be like 6, and the oldest was like it couldn't have been that old. The youngest had to be 4, and the oldest had to be like 13. And my dad was going out to get gas to pick up my mom. I mean, they live in the same house, but to go on their date, they had to drive. So he went to go get gas while she was fishing good, right? And she caught the first fucking, that skit in the beginning where he's talking about going up to trees and shitting on the head. Caught that. End of it, dude.
The opening?
It only took the opening before that shit got pulled, dude.
Thunder.
It only took the opening. That shit got pulled real quick, dude. That shit got
do you remember Samuel L. Jackson was in that too?
Samuel L. Jackson was. He was the uncle that was agonizing him and laughing. Yeah.
I love that doo-doo line. I could do this all day. What did you punch Jimmy Walker for? I like good times.
All right, get into whatever this is.
So Fantastic Four, they have plans. We're gonna hear more about it soon. So it's not a pie in the sky. We're eventually gonna get an update on this soon, and they're gonna play a major role going forward. I think that's the big takeaway there. That Fantastic Four is gonna be a cornerstone going forward. They're gonna start shooting Blade in 2 months, so 10 weeks. So Blade's gonna start filming.
Who was it that told us that thing was canceled, guaranteed? Was that Corbin?
A couple people did because of the director leaving and all that stuff. But they're gonna film.
I told you that I wasn't really confident about it going anywhere because the actor was pissed off, but I didn't say it was canceled.
Okay.
He wasn't happy with the script. Yeah. It was in the news.
And I really didn't get what his update on Daredevil was, apart from the fact that it's 18. Well, I mean, we know it was going to be 18 episodes, but they're saying they're going to be playing with episodic television. I don't know what that means. Also letting Vincent and Matthew be storytellers. I didn't really get what this update was, but since the headline had all 3, I had to put the quote that he had about it, but it doesn't really give you much.
Yeah, what the fuck ever. It's kind of like I was rewatching the Disney when they did their stockholder thing, and the one guy made a good point. He's like, they just see stuff so you could hear it. Like it's like, hey, I want to hit these clean notes so that it gets in the news, and then next thing you know, our stock prices will go up again. Same thing with. Let's get you back focused on X-Men over here.
There you go. He knows when we're going to get them. He's not telling us, but he knows how they're going to be introduced now. He mentioned that, yes, they've said the mutant word once, but that's not necessarily our introduction into what we expect mutants to be.
Who cares? Who cares?
What? I'm just saying. But
who cares? No. Can we say like who? Like I don't under. Oh, sorry, Pete. Go ahead.
It's all right. I'm just saying they're coming. There is a plan.
Right. We know that. I don't understand the big thing about the fucking Marvel thing or if that's actually I've had this argument with people the whole time going like, that's a big, like, that's
She's not an inhuman. Now they made her a mutant. I'm like, okay.
Who fucking cares? Give me just, I don't, look, man, we did X-Men.
I had a bigger issue with Tobey Maguire having organic web shooters over.
Yep.
Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. Give me X-Men. I don't give a shit about what I don't give a shit about you mentioned something. I don't give a shit about Xavier. I want fucking mutant X-Men motherfuckers. That's what I want. Just give it to me. Give me a whole fucking mutant X-Men universe. I don't give a shit.
I got more mutant news for you then.
Good.
They cast somebody for Deadpool 3. This girl who apparently played Princess Diana, and she was also in Pennyworth, is going to play a villain. We don't know who she's going to be in Deadpool.
Oh, she's
the articles I've read around this have pointed to everything from its danger to its spiral to its
love spiral.
Who the hell? They're throwing all kinds of crazy.
If they bring out spiral though, I mean that they got to bring out a Mojo, so that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that was the thing. There's it's gonna be a Mojo verse. Should be cool.
No way.
And I don't know. We'll see.
You know who I heard it was gonna be? I heard it was gonna be D's.
Yeah.
Come on, Pete, bite on it.
I wasn't doing it.
Damn it. These nuts, anyways. Let's go.
I wasn't going to do it.
Move on.
You're not getting me.
All right, go ahead.
You should have pulled that a little bit later in the show.
All right. Next time we have a pre-show, I'm doing it. You're going to get it. She's going to be Princess Diana.
Yeah, right.
Well, she's also cast in another movie. Just I'm tacking this on at the end because I actually do like these, like Eggers, and I do like this A24 stuff. Like these movies are pretty solid, at least the ones I've watched. But they're remaking Nosferatu, and she's got a role in that too.
Oh, oh my god! I looked at this outfit and I was like, we're definitely not trying to bring back the fucking ruffle shirt for women, are we? With the
no. They're just reusing the image because she was going to die, and she's going to be in this movie too with Willem Dafoe playing the Nosferatu.
High waist pants is a fucking more than enough for me to have to deal with. Fucking A. All right,
and there we go. Let's get on over again. We're real quick the rest of the way. That was the largest chunk of the news. The rest of this stuff is very, very short, including Velma's getting a season 2. Despite the poor reception from audiences, they're plowing ahead.
Was it poor reception? I think. Well,
these numbers don't matter, but
yeah, because I think once again, I think all it has to do is get on like if you could get to one of the two fucking sides of lunatics that live in this country, just get people to get mad about shit. That's what happened here too, right? One of them went on their fucking little thing, their soapbox, and they said, "This is what you should be mad at." Could you believe?
Oh yeah,
she's a lesbian.
I think the larger point to me for this has nothing to do with that because I have no problems with the changes and things they made like that. I'm just completely disinterested in the show idea.
Yeah, I haven't either. But hey, let me ask you a question here. Which one would you be more fucking like, holy shit, this doesn't make any sense? If she's a lesbian or if she's not a lesbian? I didn't know that wasn't a question. I didn't know. I was not aware that people did not know that Velma, hey. I was under the impression my entire life, all 50 years, that every human being knew one thing about Scooby-Doo. First off, Shaggy does way too much fucking dope. Number 2, Scooby does uppers to get his special powers. And number 3, Velma is a lesbian. These are the things that are facts. And Scrappy does steroids.
These are the facts. Okay. They're not disputed.
No.
But yeah. No. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, people watch the show. That's where it comes down to.
Well, Other
BK.
oddball animation news for you.
This is why BK's. This is the dumbest human being in the world because he didn't realize that she was a lesbian. Okay, go ahead. Next up. He did.
Fred? What?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think he knows what he's talking about ever.
Yeah, and Marcy and Peppermint Patty were also just
Okay, yeah. When they're sneaking off together. Yeah. What's up,
They're
Mike?
bringing Barney back.
Speaking of gay things,
Barney is coming back. Animated show.
I cannot. I'm going to kill children if they start singing this fucking song again for another 10 years. I just will. I can't deal it.
It doesn't even have a home yet. That's why you notice this is streaming. I usually put the logo where things are going to go. This doesn't have a home yet, but they're rebooting it.
Dub, do you want to breed now that Barney's coming back to TV?
My kids will be better than this.
You think so? You don't have a choice. They're gonna come home in the car all day long singing. How's this fucking song? Yeah, that fucking song. Nope. I can't deal with society if this is gonna happen again. Okay, next up.
All right, I said we had some Breaking Bad news, and we do. Walter White's underwear is selling for thousands of dollars. I'm going to tweak this even further of why this is craziness. It's not even the game-worn underwear that he wore on the show. This is the underwear that was hanging in a closet in the commercial that we just saw at the Super Bowl.
Wow.
And they're expecting this pair of tighty whities to fetch $5,000. It's at auction now.
People? Is this for a charity or something or no?
It'll close the 27th. No, it's at an auction house.
This isn't for. Yeah, that doesn't mean it's not for. This isn't for a charity.
It doesn't say anything about charity. And what I read didn't say anything about charity.
Once again, then what the fuck's wrong with people? I'm losing faith with your news. Is making me lose faith in humanity, bro.
What's out there?
Fucking people.
Yeah, exactly.
If BK had money, he would fucking probably bid on this too. I guess. I don't know.
And just wear them. I want to wear them around the house.
It's the same thing, AOA. Holy Christ. Same thing.
Right. We'll get over to some comics news real quick. Apparently, I guess in the previews and stuff, I guess Marvel's pumping. ASM,
I'm actually giving one for this one. This is actually kind of funny, Joe.
ASM coming?
Ring the bell!
Talking about the underwear.
Oh, no. What was it? It wasn't game worn, so.
I know. It's still a funny joke.
But coming up, something huge is going to be revealed in issues 25 and 26. It's apparently a big game changer for Spider-Man. So they're promoting this. We don't know what it's going to be. Again, it's upcoming.
They're going to actually kick JR out of fucking comic book altogether, and it'll never be able. They're going to break both his hands with hammers like in Casino.
Well, I kind of hope so because, it is what it is.
They're gonna get Liefeld on. They're gonna get Liefeld on, so it looks like somebody else who's worse than JR.
Didn't review any of the other books in this series because of that god awful first installment of Sins of Sinister. But hey, they love mashing up characters, right? So they introduced a Wolverine Nightcrawler this week, and I think it's a Laura Wolverine. It's a Laura Kinney, X-23 Wolverine.
It looks like Zoltar from Battle of the Planets, the villain.
You're right.
That's what it looks like.
You're right, it does.
No joke.
But there's other ones too, but they focus their article on the Wolverine one. But you can see there's a Spidey, there's I don't know, whole bunch of Nightcrawlers.
Daredevil. Female Daredevil, or no, is that Rogue?
There's a Toad. Look, there's a Toad, Sabretooth. Spidey.
This actually probably that's somebody. That's probably something we missed on the
Pyro
mutant list that they keep fucking up. Is Nightcrawler? It has had some decent series and stuff, but they've always fucked up that arc too. I don't know.
Yeah, but we didn't. Like I said, we didn't get into the review of the comic.
Yeah, that grab up that is the worst.
This should have been a new generation's Age of Apocalypse. The way that they're doing this, but
it's bad.
It's not good. Well, everybody's mashing up characters. Well, we can also just give any character an Iron Man suit too, apparently, because I know the article title says spoiler. And even the little snippet that I clipped out here doesn't tell you who it is.
Isn't there 86 suits, though? There's like 86, right?
Can you guys guess, based off of this clip, who that young lady is in the top corner who has the War Machine armor on in this?
I would assume it's Maria, the person from, what's her name from...
yes, you are correct. It is Maria.
Not because of any other thing, but like, yeah.
I mean, I didn't know if you were going to be able to guess it just because, again, it doesn't tell you. But yes, it is Maria Hill. She apparently gets to wear the armor. Yay.
Yay.
And
she looks like Birdman.
Because we got a movie announced, they're bringing back Brave and the Bold.
Oh.
The DC's bringing back the Brave and the Bold title. I just picked one of the
I thought they were going to reduce all the titles so that they didn't waste a ton of fucking money.
Not when they got new movies coming. So Brave and the Bold will be coming back in a few months, maybe. And that's it. That's our weekly update for this week.
That was way too much talking about.
It was.
We should have just instead talked about Eddie Murphy comedies.
We should have. I do think we might need to.
We wasted a lot of fucking time on some dumb shit.
Kind of into that idea. You're gonna have a hard time talking if you're not gonna ask.
What are you laughing at? No, what are you laughing at?
You waste a lot of time talking about dumb shit this week.
It's the same thing we do every night, Pete.
Yeah. No, I know, but like, holy fuck! Like, dude, we were talking about fucking Barney and stupid ass stripper movies and Avatar and like.
I don't make the news.
I'd rather just talk about Eddie Murphy movies. I mean, fuck it.
All right. Do you guys want my beefs, or do you want us to get into some new comic reviews?
You can get into what you can. Let's hear let's the peak. What's gear ranking?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? What's for dinner?
All right. Well, let me find. Well, we got to get rid of the world. All right.
You don't know when enough is enough.
That's right. Enough is enough. I didn't think I was going to do this more than once. I just did this last week for fun. And then all of a sudden, I got a couple of emails yesterday, and it got me thinking about this again. And I'm like, all right, enough is enough. I've had it. You're reworking it. And if you can't tell what I had a problem with, judging by the background of Enough is Enough, we're talking about foil covers. Granted, I know I've said it before. I'm not a fan of the 1 in 100 DC foils. Hey, let's just take the virgin version of the cover. We'll make it the 1 in 100 or 1 in 50, and we'll slap some foil on it. That's not what I have a problem with here. As much as I dislike that, that's not the problem. If you want to sell your book as having foil on it as your gimmick, fine. Go ahead. My problem is them trying to resell me shit just by slapping foil on it. This wasn't the email I got this week, but it made me think back to this one, which bothered me when it happened. This book, Action Comics 1051, which we reviewed, which was not a very good comic book to begin with. Store variant, store exclusive. They sold out. Warren Lowe from his store, I think maybe in a couple of the shops had it. They sold out like hotcakes. Trade dress, virgin versions, all gone. Gone. So what did they do? Well, let's make some more. Despite the fact that they limited them to begin with, so they could sell them and sell them at a premium, they decided we're going to do it again. Run it back. We'll slap some foil on it. We'll sell them again. They did, and they sold out foil versions of this. Again, this was weeks ago. It bothered me then, but it wasn't enough for me to say enough is enough. It was yesterday's emails where I got an email from one of my favorites. I love David Nakayama. I've told you, big fan of his art. But then when I saw in an email, they're going to retake this cover that I'm also a big fan of. I have this. I got this in 9.8. I've given this book away in 9.8. The Virgin and the Trade Dress. I've given it away. We're going to slap some foil on it, sell it as a different book. It's not the book that it was before. It was Strange Academy 6. Now we're going to sell it as Scarlet Witch 4, reuse the cover art, slap some foil on it, get more money out of you guys. Not me. Not my wallet.
Same cover, different book.
Same cover, different book.
Yeah.
Just put foil on it.
Yeah.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
I think I've been saying it for a while. It's just stupid.
You know what else you're not going to get me? You're not going to get me to upcharge me for a reprint of a book just because you're going to put foil on it. I get it. This is a classic book, Clash of Two Worlds. We might even be talking about this a little bit later. Just because you give me a reprint, you decide to put foil on it, you're not going to get like $30 out of me just because of this. So don't send me emails trying to hawk this shit on me. I'm not going to do it. I don't care about the foil. Keep it to yourself. And I think this was stemming from those books that you guys were all chasing at New York Comic Con, where they did it for Detective 27 and they did it for Action 1. They didn't get me on it then. They're not getting me on it now. Don't just throw foil on a classic book. This doesn't belong on a Golden Age book. You don't put foil on a Golden Age book. It just don't make sense. Foil belongs where it was in the 90s. I love the foil books in the 90s. I love the gimmicks. Leave it there. I've had enough. So enough is enough. No more foil.
Enough is enough, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Not going to take. That's all I can stand. I can't stand no more. Can only push a man so far. But no, I just don't do it. I know you guys might have been expecting something else, but no, this is what my problem is for.
I don't mind for a minute when they were doing like, like Neil did when he brought back Dead Man, he did the glow in the dark.
Oh,
Same
yeah,
thing
no.
Tiger. I like that every once in a while. If you want to do
that stuff,
foil. If you want to do like the foil, like embroidering, kind of like Valiant or like, Hulk had it on his for a little bit. I don't mind it if you're gonna do it on that title, but like the fucking homage foil. Like, first off, fuck, my opinion on exclusives. I don't need to get into that shit, but
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
stupid.
That's where we're getting to. Whether we're gonna homage this, that, the other, and try to get people whose nostalgia is gonna make them shell out money from their wallet just because.
This is not.
They decided to do it.
You're starting to see it fucking fall off again. It's gonna cut. It's just a fucking cycle over and over.
Hey, our wallets only go so deep. Eventually, I'm gonna keep going like this. Going, wait a second. Yeah, and I'm like an old man. I'm reaching in my back pocket for a wallet. I know most people don't actually carry like actual wallets anymore. They've got the shit.
Yeah, Bruce, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a combo thing. Like, I don't fuck. I mean, it's the store variant thing. It's just like I don't
know. Well, because the store variant thing, I take that as, hey, you want to sell it, you can sell it. I'm buy the ones I like. I don't besmirch anybody for putting out money for a cover they like. You want to spend the money? I do it. But I'm only buying what I like, not because I think it's a good investment. I would never tell anybody to invest in a store exclusive. But if you just want it because, you know what? What do I care? It's $20, it's $30. I've spent money on worse. I like the cover. I'm going to buy it because I just want it for me. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Joe, I'm thinking if they just do it as the cover, like if you do the embroidering or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But the reusing of art.
Yeah, Mark. I mean, there is a lot of people.
Tell me something again? No.
I don't know if that's true. I think there's just two. I think there's finally like three severely different tiers of comic book people. There's those that fucking, they enjoy comics and read them and do stuff like that. And then there's like, there's a certain amount of people that just buy the fucking covers. I don't get it.
I do it all the time.
Oh, I don't get that shit. I don't understand it. And then there's just the horseshit ass people. I like comic art. I like covers, and I get it. I know when I'm spending my money, I know I'm taking the wallet out. I'm just buying this for the cover. I could give a shit what's inside. I know what I'm doing.
I bought plenty of books for covers as well. Like, there's artists that I absolutely love. Like Tula Lote, I try to buy as many of her covers as I can. I don't read the books. I don't know. I buy like issue 5 of some series
some random
out of 10, and I don't know what's in it, but the cover's cool. And so I've done that for sure. I'm guilty of that. And then I can also say, and I'm going to say some bad words here in a second, Marco, but so you can cover yours if you want. But I bought some Star Trek.
I've already heard enough horse shit today. Go ahead. What's up?
David Aja has done some amazing Star Trek covers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, right? And they're gorgeous. They look like old movie posters. And I bought them, and I'm going to continue to buy them because they look great. And so, like, if the artist does a really cover that I like, I'm going to get it. And so
I only do it if it's a variant of a book that I'm already like for what I keep for my collection, not for shit that I'll resell. But for what I'll keep for my collection. If it is a
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. I know you don't collect that stuff, but I'm saying I do collect that stuff. But I'm only saying
it's only
buy it if you're going to collect it.
Like
Don't
if I'm
buy
reading
it
the
because you're going to
book,
try to sell it because you're not going to.
Yeah, if I'm reading the book and I'm like, hey, I like this book, the 1 in 50, even though I don't think the value of the 1 in 50 will stick. If I like it because I like that cover, okay, I'll pay $25 for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do that, I guess, but I won't go like, oh, I just like that cover, so I'm buying that fucking book.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to have something I like. I have to like the character, the title, and I have to have read the fucking book.
Well, there's some reason probably why. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because, like Dub said, there's some artists where I'll just buy the cover. Like, all right, it's a Hughes book, so
whatever this book is, I don't know.
This weird ass dinosaur book because, well, he did the cover, so I'm buying it.
Well, I mean,
that's the collector. That's the collector party. The OCD collector in me just can't let some of that shit go. All right. But that said, I guess now we should go over to our comic recaps. So
I'm almost done reading Fantastic Four.
Well, you can keep reading. I got a thing. There's not a lot that you have to read for that one. We'll get to that in a second, but we're going to start in on our new comic book day recap for this week. So, picked a couple of books, picked a Marvel book, picked a DC book, picked an indie title. We read them. Marco's reading one of them now. We're going to review them. Mostly because
I might not be reading this whole book. I'm done with this book already.
Yeah, it's all right. You don't have to. It was not the best of the week. Because the deck's set up this way, that's why DC's first. I just don't feel like reordering it, so DC is first once again. And when I chose this book for us to take a look at, I didn't realize it was one of those big books.
Wow, Black Label.
Black Label.
Yeah. Almost magazine size, like the big guys.
Past couple Swamp Thing series have been this way.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool that way. So Swamp Thing, Green Hell, and it's number 2. It's not even a number 1.
Yeah.
It's a number 2. Couple of different covers here. That was the cover A. Here's the cover B. There's the 1 in 25. I decided I'd put the ratio on there so you know what it was. There's the 1 in 20. So they have 1 in 25s for this book too. So 1 in 25.
What does the 1 in 25 go for?
God only knows. Like for something like this,
$10. So it's I can't remember. Yeah, what's actually MSRP? Not.
And it's going to be hard to find. What do you mean? Oh,
like like a 1 in 50 is supposed to sell for $50 in the regular comic. Like you're not selling the 1 in 25 for $25 when the fucking book for a Black Label is $10.
You might, because you're not going to get a lot of people looking for it. You're not always going to be shelling out $50 for it, but at the same time, somebody really wants it. It's not going to be easy to find either. Because how many places are ordering 10 copies of this?
There's some. I mean,
10 copies, 25 copies.
25 copies. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You can buy one online for $14 right now.
Nice. Yeah. There you go.
$6.99 cover price.
All right, we'll go through the recap and then we can give our general impressions. Guys, feel free to stop me any part you want to focus in on or you want to go in. But we start in with, again, I didn't read the first issue of this, so going in blind to issue 2, I actually didn't feel lost. Like I felt
because they did the first 2-page recap anyways.
Yeah, they kind of read like he seems like he's in this like heavenly place. He's got his kids and they're happy and everything's great and hunky-dory and all that stuff. And well, then he gets pulled out of it.
He gets teleported.
He gets pulled out of his little fantasy dream world, and our man Constantine, who apparently is also an old man now. Like
old man Constantine.
So that also took me by a little surprise.
Because it's a post-apocalyptic like world where like the green took over the. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get that. Like that's what I'm saying. As reading it for the first time, I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm like, okay. But yes, Marco's point is the green took over, and he's like, hey, I did my job. I got my. So I guess that's what happened in the first issue. He got his reward, which was his fantasy world with his family. But Constantine's calling him back because he's like, look, we fucked up. The Greens, the Greens kind of taking over. Then we get this little girl and this guy, and they think he's a monster. It's like, okay. I mean, apart from the fact that he looks like a monster, apparently he looks like the monsters of this world now. And then she's saying that her dad's back there. She's not going to leave her dad. And then Swamp Thing's, he's got to go into action. So he's unhappy with Constantine that he drug him back into this, but he's like, all right, I'm going to take care of it.
Well, Constantine pretty much like gives them a choice. Either you do this or you're not going back to your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he does what he's got to do. And we can see, all right, here's the monstrous version of the Green of why she thought Swamp Thing was one of them. Because, well, kind of looks like this guy. And you can see, this is Black Label. So there's a lot of gore, butts, parts and pieces of people all over the place. Pretty good art here. Also, throw that in there. I like the art. Pretty well done. Fight ensues, obviously. So I'm not going to show you all the fight scenes.
I think for $7 a book, though, they actually are putting it into the inking, which is nice. I can say that.
It looks like quality, like put
yeah.
together.
I mean, you're getting a good book.
Yeah, like the art here looks solid. The writing, while it was wordy in parts, you also got to figure it's a pretty big piece of paper.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad if you're holding it in hand. But so Swamp Thing has to fight the Green, and then he's got to go meet the Parliament of Trees. I guess that's what they were called or some shit. I don't know, the Parliament. So I guess I took them as like the Ents in Lord of the Rings. So he's talking to the Ents, and he's saying, can't be killing all these people.
Treebeard?
Yeah, it's like the Earth. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like Treebeard. Shepherd of the Forest.
Thought it was the British Parliament.
It's like the spirit thing. Like okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, that's okay. Like I said, there's no wrong answers here.
Yes, there is.
Well, he's talking to the trees, and they're making their case about, hey, people are killing our kind all the time. Like, why is it a problem for us to kill them? And he's like, no, you can't do that, man. And then you get in our way, you're never going back to see your family there. So
they're threatening him with the same thing that Constantine said. Yeah.
So he's like,
no matter what he does, they're all threatening that he can't go back.
So which one? So Swamp Thing sometimes is on the tree side where he's like he does want to reduce human to like nothing at all, and then there's the other one. Like I like this Swamp Thing because Swamp Thing turn world back to just all green people dying. I think is always annoying when they write it like that. So I thought they did a really good job writing this one. Plus, Constantine was in the book, so that's cool.
Is it Jeff Lemire writing this book?
I forget who was writing this one.
Yeah, it is.
It's Jeff Lemire. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, so he hulks out. He rages out on them.
Parliament, Funkadelic.
Little girls helping him because they sick the other creature thing on him. So he's fighting this thing again. The thing's going after the kid, and then her dad shows up out of nowhere, to save her. He's got his little sledgehammer action. So her dad's still alive. Then he wants to go after Swamp Thing. She's like, no, Dad, he's one of the good ones. He's like, oh no, we gotta go. She's like, but Dad, he's hurt. We gotta help him. He's like, no, screw this guy. I don't care. We got other people we gotta help. Meanwhile, they gave us this other page where they're, I guess, hitting it in some stuff. I don't know what's in the first issue, where they're teasing stuff for the third issue, but they're going in with more of these other characters. There's bugs and creatures and things all talking about Swamp Thing and how they're going to use them is what I gathered out of that. Am I off with that?
No, well, yeah, those are it's like
I don't remember all the lore of Swamp Thing.
It's like I think they're like infecting them to try to you got the gist of it.
Like of all the books, I didn't read a ton of them.
Not a bad book.
A ton of them, but
not a bad book.
If it wasn't in the first two movies, then I don't remember a lot.
No.
And then these people are coming. So the townsfolk, I guess, if you will, they're coming. He's like, no, don't mess with this guy. He helped us out. Don't worry about it.
I always like the post-apocalyptic stuff, so like it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's kind of like the bug zombie post-apocalyptic, like all thrown together. So actually,
so now we got
right up your fucking order.
Yeah. So then you can see in the background. Oh, they got bigger problems. So you can't be picking on this guy. He's here to help us because there's more shit coming.
The zombie green horde. The green zombie
exactly.
Horde. Which is a kind of the same take, but a different take on it. And then here's Deadman showing.
Yeah, and then we cut over to out of this, like we got Zombie Dead Horde coming, and then they cut to Constantine doing a little spell, trying to reach Deadman, trying to talk to Deadman. He's trying to recruit Deadman here.
Also looks like an elongated Deadman.
A little bit, yeah. Meanwhile, cut back, Swamp Thing fighting all the other monsters.
Hulk 449 cover.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I see it now that you said it.
Yeah.
This is actually a bit much better art than the 449.
Fair enough.
cover,
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, so Constantine he won Dead Man over, so Dead Man's in.
Animal.
And then then we get the tease in Animal Woman apparently.
Animal
so,
Woman's coming. Yeah.
Because this is the future, so we got
What's
Old
up,
Man
Animal
Constantine.
Man?
It's almost like Old Man Logan. So you got the daughter of Animal Man.
It's very comparable to. That's a very good comparison. It's the Old Man Hawkeye series or the Old Man. I think it's more like the Old Man
Swamp
Hawkeye
Thing and
series,
Constantine, but it wasn't bad.
It was nice. It was a good
Yeah,
book.
this was not a bad book.
Dead Man needs to eat some souls, but because he's a little skinny. But besides that,
Bit.
good. I liked it. All right.
All right, so that was
Not
our
the greatest book. Not really worth $7.99 or whatever. Is it $7.99 I pay for? Or $6.99?
Something like that.
$7. It wasn't really worth $7. It would have been worth $4, I think. But oh well.
Well, they had to, with all the violence they wanted to put in the art, they had to make a black label, and not all, but a lot of black label books have been that oversized.
They've been that oversized.
They have been, yeah. But why don't you just bring back?
Have
You could just bring back Vertigo.
Yeah, they've had some regular sized black label books. They could
They had
do
that
it
too. I
regular,
mean,
yeah.
That too, yeah.
White Knight, which I thought about.
Oh yeah.
Again, I know Corbin wanted to do it, but
Yeah, but isn't that more expensive too? Is all black label more expensive? I feel like I bought a white label.
It's higher quality usually.
yeah, better paper quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You're paying for that paper. It's better than the Marvel covers. Marvel's just interior paper is your cover.
Marvel's still got JR over there, so.
Well, we don't have JR here because our Marvel book this week we get Alex Ross.
Oh yeah, all you fanboys, you can send this in to get signed.
This is.
They were talking about it in the chat earlier.
You're talking to B. You're talking to B. B.
Yeah.
Don't let him do you dirty like that, B.
He's still in the chat.
Cover's not bad, and then we got some other covers here. The B cover, and you got the Planet of the Apes cover. You goddamn dirty apes.
Alex Ross has 2 covers.
He does have 2 covers. He's had 2 covers the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's done the portraits like the whole way so far. But this is issue 4, so I think it's the last one.
Do we even have to review this shit?
Hold on. And then there's this. I thought this was interior pages, but no, there's the Stormbreakers cover or whatever the fuck they call it. And then there's a 1 in 25.
This is what I love. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's garbage,"
and that's Josh Sway, right? Swaby.
He did the 1 in 25.
He did the 1 in 25.
Wow.
But yeah. So
no good covers
I have
in
not.
this whole thing.
I've been picking these up because I like the Ross covers. It's Fantastic Four. I figured, you know what? I'll get around to it. I haven't got around to it until today with issue 4.
This is why we had to read this bullshit. This was a waste of fucking.
No,
money.
well, it was this. We had X-Men. Like I gave you options.
I'll read an X-Men comic. I can't.
I asked you all week, so you can't complain about the choices at the end. You change it at any time. But
That's
yeah,
true.
I had no idea what this was going to be until we got to today. And then when I opened it up and read it, I'm like, okay, looks like we got like an annihilation wave kind of thing. Negative zone fighting. Okay, this is not starting off bad. Negative zone. They're attacking the city. Fantastic Four's fighting them. All right, I'm in. And then quickly they pivot. They're showing the kids inside. They're talking shit like, oh, why did they get to fight and I don't get to fight? Whatever.
Did you cut this book? I hope you didn't go page for page because this.
No, I cut it. Well, this is cut here.
Boring.
Yeah, no, I cut it. There's some page for page, but I cut.
Did you get the thing where Thing was going to punch out Mr. Fantastic for talking shit? I actually liked that. That was the one part of this whole book that I liked. You did where he interrupted.
Was it later after he found out?
Later, go, yeah.
Yeah, then they did the flashback, and they cut like those 2 pages. The first 2 pages I showed you, that was basically the opening, and then they went to this, and like 5 months later, and they're like, "What's this?" It's like Ghostbusters 2, and the fucking museum's got a pink slime shell over it, but it's a Ben Grimm shell. They don't know what's inside, and then they're flashing back again to the kids, and Reed's got a plan. He's like, "Trust me, guys. You guys trust me? I got a plan how to fix this." Because we can't stop all these fucking, negative zone infractions. So trust me. And then there's a big ass hole. So he creates a big ass hole in the middle of the city, takes out a whole city block, and he starts explaining some sciencey type science stuff of what he did, where he time displaced this block a year ahead, in the same place because reactions are
fuck that. This is where he talks shit to
reaction,
guys,
whatever.
Wife. Yeah. Thing's wife. Talk shit to Thing's wife.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Hey, so what are you saying? All right, let's go get the kids then," because apparently Ben Grimm and Alicia Masters, I didn't even know they had kids. Apparently they got kids, and their kids were in that building that he time displaced, and they're like, "Oh, so let's go get our kids." And he's like, "Well, we kind of can't."
About that. See, what had happened was,
you see,
the kids will be here like a year later.
Yeah, you'll see them in a year. They won't know the difference.
That's not the part that was good. The part was then she starts going like, "Motherfuck you."
Well, I got that look. She's got the
Mance goes, "Hey Ben," and oh shit, man, I was like, "Oh, I wish, dude." Like, I actually because Mr. Fantastic is probably one of the fucking most annoying characters of all time. But he always is. So, like, I wish Ben would have actually put his fucking fist through his face, but he didn't.
Oh, my God.
But at least they call him out on it.
They did. They did call him out on it. And apparently, then they tell
and then they become ball sacks. Then they become two testicles.
Well, before they become ball sacks, they actually explain what the fuck he did. And, like, when you think about it, you're like, shit. And they're saying, like, all these people, imagine all the kids who were daycare, their parents never came home, or the parents, they couldn't pick up their kids because now they're gone for a fucking year. People who never came back to pay their rent. They've lost their homes. They've lost their businesses because they disappeared for a year.
And then they got turned into ball sacks.
And then, then the Masters and thing, they're in ball sacks. And Johnny's like, let me burn them out. He's like, no. Hold on. Let me take a look at this because we got to see what these ball sacks are all about. So he actually takes a look at his eyeball, actually stretches out. I didn't clip that one, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. This is
eyeball
a fucking novel of a comic book.
Yeah, and then he just tells it, go ahead, and then they burn him out anyway. What he was going to do to begin with, they ended up doing anyway.
Waste the fucking paper.
So I think the whole point of this book,
there was no point.
Reed cut a piece of this whatever alien thing was and kept it.
Yes,
I'm sure
did.
like
Whatever
6 months from now or a year from now, it's going to come back and attack them.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't show the bit where the alien was showing them and making it worse. Like, oh, the kids are now 20 years in the future, 40 years in the future. They were making him pissed off, but then they made Reed cry. So now Ben's okay with Reed because the imaginary him that the parasite was showing him.
You better hope to shit that
Reed
the fucking.
bad
You better. This is very disappointing when they said the Fantastic Four will be like the comic books because
this is going to be the cornerstone of Marvel. This
horseshit.
Yeah, this was not great. This was not great, but my despite being a little bit lost because I hadn't read the first 3 issues, if I read 3 issues to build up to this, I'd be extra pissed off.
I mean, this was well, I guess the good point is it was a $4 book and you got a whole graphic fucking novel in there worth of reading.
Yeah, I suppose.
It didn't fucking do anything for the story or for you to like.
All right. Well, I'm also trusting you.
You got a pretty cover.
What the comments are saying.
You got a pretty cover.
It was BK, who we're 100% sure, we're pretty sure that BK not only is broke, but he also cannot read. He is now criticizing everybody else because people don't like some of the products.
I still got to get Dub access to this, so he can go and he can put this stuff up too.
Mm-hmm. That's what Fantastic Four was a bunch of word salad.
Yep.
All right, next up.
All right, and our last book for this week. I thought about a couple of things. There were a couple of good options, some things I was interested in, some things I did buy.
I want to hear you guys' opinion on this one.
But the one I decided to go with, and Dub backed me up on it, and he was like, for nostalgia factor, let's take a look at some He-Man. I'm like, we got a He-Man #1. We got a Masters of the Universe, Masterverse.
We got all the
He-Man.
Yeah.
So let's fucking take a look at this bad boy.
Not 1 or 2, but 20 He-Men. Okay, what do we got?
So here's the cover A. Kelly Jones did a cover B. And Sergio Aragone, I don't know if I'm saying his name right.
Aragone.
Yeah. He did the C cover. So A, B, and C. No incentives. 3 covers. I picked the cover A for the one that I bought because it looked like the most interesting one. And after reading, because again, I had no idea what this title was actually going to be. Starts off, looks like classic He-Man cartoons. Like, here we are. All right, Skeletor. I felt like I missed something. This is issue 1. I'm like, what the hell? I missed the fight. Skeletor's already beaten. What the hell's going on? And Prince Adam, he's going to go back and he's got to do some shit. And then fucking Sorceress and what's this dude's name? Zordak? Zord? No.
Stratos?
No. Zodak?
Zordak, the guy in the background. That's Stratos.
Yeah,
Stratos is face beaten.
Yeah, I remember
right.
the toy. I remember I got the toy. They're talking about it. They know each other for millennia, and hey, let's go. I'll prove to you why he deserved this fucking whiny ass kid deserves a sword, because we're going to look at other versions of him, and that's where we went.
I actually went back and I was
going to
like,
go.
what the fuck? Yeah, I was like, wait, what? And I was like, okay.
We're getting Elseworld stories. Okay, let's have at it. So Kelly Jones, dark, ominous art.
This part was not one of my favorites.
This looks like Eric Stoltz in Mask. Like, I don't care for this art here of his face. That's just not great. But on the bottom here, and yeah, fight Skeletor, jumps him. Like, Prince Adam's supposed to go on.
If they had money, AOA. If people in New York had money, they'd pick up the trash every once in a while.
Yeah, I don't know. He was supposed to go see the outer towns or something. I don't know what he's supposed to do. But Skeletor jumps him. He runs away. As he's running away, he gets attacked by every goddamn toy that I can remember. From Webster, or what was his name? Yeah, Webster.
Yeah.
Not Emmanuel Lewis.
Emmanuel Lewis.
Webman. Wasn't it Webman?
No, it's Webster, because that's why I made sure I clipped it so I got his name. His name was Webster.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was Webster.
Right there.
Yeah.
Webster. Assassin from the darkest depths of eternity.
So basically, the spider.
The spider guy.
Yeah.
It was a pretty cool figure. I remember the toy. The toy was pretty cool. But yeah, the spider guy, and then he gets away from the spider guy, and then he runs into
fire, but
the bat guy. So Man Bat jumps him.
Vampire, yeah.
So Batross, and not the little dude from Anastasia. I think that's Batrock. Not Batrock. Anyway, Bat guy attacks him. He gets away from the Bat guy, running away again, and now. Again, some of the art's pretty cool. Like the bat look here is not bad.
How do you save Oro?
And I'm like, what is this?
How do you save Oro?
Typical Kelly Jones.
It is.
It's Kelly Jones art. It's very typical of his art. Like, it's like the giant noses. Yeah. He draws the bats and the creatures really, really well. His faces aren't so good. Even when he drew Batman, it was always weirdly.
Yeah, it was all elongated. Yeah. I don't know why the hell Orko's singing a song, but then he starts singing a goddamn song.
Yeah, the whole Orko shit didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
How did Orko save his life? How did he not?
What's his name? The glow skull dude. I don't remember what his name was.
Scareglow.
Oh yeah, Scareglow shows up, and then Prince Adam gets the sword, so he's fucking He-Man now.
Yeah, no, he also like disguised himself in like he's stupid.
But wait, no, this isn't He-Man. This is an alternate universe. So he's not master of the universe. What was he? He's the horror. So this is He-Man in this universe. He's like a gray skull monster troll thing.
Fuck! I thought he just went into that statue thing earlier and just.
No, I think that's why this is an alternate version where this.
Holy fuck!
The Castle Grayskull is evil.
Yeah, because it says by the horror of Grayskull. It's like
that makes sense.
By the horror of Grayskull.
I mean, this part of the comic didn't make no fucking sense, but what you're saying kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so then you can see he's fucking Grayskull.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Monster thing, and he takes down Scareglow.
I think he's like, you saved my life. We didn't even see him save his life. Who gives a fuck?
That
he
was
it.
And there's the castle.
He was coming to save his life. He was on his way to save his life. He was trying to save him.
By humming, he was saving? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was weird. That was the first story. And then we got treated to another story, which went in a completely different direction.
Then all of a sudden we got fucking new. Yeah, it's like
we got He-Man Gru.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I just kind of sped through that. This was like speed reading for me because I know, classic, legend, whatever you want to say. I just was never a big Gru guy. Like, I don't know, this type of.
Yeah, this is not appealing. Both these two stories.
These type of comics never really took for me.
These kind of comics were really good. Like on the Sunday morning comic strip, you had 3 panels and done. Like BC or Hagar the Horrible, and they were quick.
Okay, can somebody explain something to me though? How come He-Man's getting his ass kicked, but then he's not getting his ass kicked? Then he's Gru walking.
Because he's not He-Man. It was weird because
he's just some strong guy in the village.
No, he is. But look in the background there's a He-Man that's getting fucking like the third panel. The He-Man.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
I think getting eaten by Beastman. I'm not fucking sure what the fuck's
carried
going
off. Ook. Yeah, I don't know.
I had no clue what the fuck's going on in any of this shit.
Stratos, and then you had Tila.
We gotta
and
go.
Then there was like a snake Tila who's just telling her, and then
keep going. Next.
Yeah, and then we're just kind of jumping ahead. And then there was Battle Cat. Battle Cat's dreaming about a sandwich, and then they gave him armor.
No. That's not what he's dreaming about. He's dreaming about he's dreaming about
the He-Man person, so he can eat.
Oh, turning it. Oh, he was dreaming of sandwich.
He wants to eat He-Man. Yes.
Then he wants to eat him because he's turning bacon. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. He's thinking of. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I didn't see the blonde hair.
Yeah.
So the blonde hair sandwich. He wants to eat him, and then there's the bacon.
Yeah. He's like, oh, if you turn into He-Man, you're gonna. Yeah.
And they're fighting, and then there's still Skeletor and all of that stuff, and
so stupid.
It was, and then the story ended. I don't even know what the point of it was, but he loved He-Man now.
I think he gave him food or something.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he gave him the treats. Munchers.
And Skeletor and He-Man went to the castle to play video games.
Yep.
And by the way, if you didn't know, Tila was making out with other Tila, which wasn't Tila. That's who was happening.
Yeah, and then we went back to Zartos and Sorcerer saying, hey, I got some more for you. We're not done yet. This is only issue 1 of this miniseries, so we got some more He-Man for you.
Convincing this guy that the He-Man is worthy of being He-Man.
Yeah. Here's
at first
some other He-Man we're gonna get. We're gonna get Kid He-Man. We're gonna get a Viking He-Man, a Big Axe He-Man with
Punch Hand He-Man.
What the hell is to do with the
Punch Hand or
Ninjutsu?
Chops, yeah.
Just Jitsu.
Just Jitsu. It's just Jitsu.
Just Jitsu. And then He-Man as a Rock Lord.
Was it better or worse? It was 2 different rings of hell, Wayseeker. I actually thought they were going to do something like they were doing for the that IDW is doing when they're doing Saturday morning cartoon shit, and I think that would have been the better route. This is junk.
This is just Elseworlds He-Man. I mean, it's fine. They could try different stuff out. They just didn't hit with both of these for me. They were like, it was like a single with the Kelly Jones one. It wasn't terrible. It was okay, but it wasn't really revolutionary or anything. It was interesting. And then I didn't really care, like I said, for the.
All right, so this might be sacrilegious to you guys, but I'm not really never really been a big fan of He-Man. I played with like some He-Man toys when I was little because my cousin had them, but I didn't like it, and this did nothing.
No,
for me to
I would not.
Oh well, yeah,
this ain't gonna sell anybody on this.
Yeah, this is terrible. I wish we would have read Ninja Turtles and.
We probably should have read Turtles. That was the other
the Archie book and whatever else we were talking about. Like, cause this
Last Barbarians.
Yeah, that probably would have been good.
Yeah, those are 3
compared to this.
I liked.
Yeah,
this is bad. All right, next up. What do we get next?
That's it. 1, 2,
good.
3.
Thank God.
3. So until next
boo
time.
This man. Yeah, we should.
Hopefully next week we get some better books.
Boo me. Yeah, go ahead and boo me for not liking He-Man.
Boo this man!
He's right.
I will take robots and spaceships any day over that crap.
I like. Oh, that crap is bad, but I like He-Man. Yeah, I mean,
I like He-Man too, but
that's what I was hoping they would have done. Like, I hope they would have. I wish they would have done like almost like Saturday morning cartoony. But then you could have given us like each book could have been a different one because my Saturday morning cartoons isn't the same as when they started making him like steroid He-Man and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? Or Japanese anime He-Man.
Oh, yeah, there was the later He-Man.
Yeah, I think you could have done something else.
You want to see the original He-Man where it's the same animations. Hey, the running. Look, everybody's running the same way.
Yeah.
It's the roll.
And you always had what's his Man Ramp?
Man
would do it again. Boop, boop. Like same thing. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
My cousin had the ones where the chest, if you hit it, it would like turn
battle damage,
and like it would get battle damage. Yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, for a while there, I don't think you could get original He-Man. You had to get battle damage was in the discount bins. Nobody wanted it. All right. I did think, I thought the old stuff was. I still watch it.
I guess we just have our tier list.
All right, good. We could get into tier list.
Back to
good.
DC.
I thought we were going to be so far after this because
no, I didn't try to make news long.
I thought we were going to be done, but let's get into some of these. All right, so we've got 3 rankings. Pete, you just do the thing. What is our rankings? So slab it, grab it, and leave it. And these are, we kind of wanted to do it as like, slab it means like.
Where is the thing? Here we go.
Yeah, slab it means like, okay, it's like good for long term. It's great, like, okay value maybe, but like, yeah, this is something I can see playing out throughout the next 15 years at any point. You know, you can get rid of it, you can do it. Grab it is like, ah, this is fucking undervalued, maybe, or this has got some potential in the future, or like maybe not like the standard bearers, and then leave it as shit that's like it's either been pumped or dumped already, and like, or like just doesn't make any fucking
you're already
sense. And if you
priced
saw
out, or it's not worth it to begin.
yeah, like let's say it's a book, it's a $5 book that's right now like sold for $50, and now it's kind of on the back end, and you're like, oh, there's
you're
no
not paying the $50.
Not paying $50.
We're talking about right now at where the market's at.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Or like it could be $1 book right now, but people are trying to push it, and you're just like, I don't believe that horse shit. Leave it behind. Or it could be a Silver Age book because we threw some Silver Age in here too.
We did throw some Silver Age
because I just fucking I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna keep doing Silver Age shit because I like Silver Age. So fuck it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. All right. Here we go.
There's not really. I did the order of your list, but it's not really
literally going to be me and Joe just talking about Silver Age and Golden Age books, and that'll be it. But that's fine because he showed up to the meeting last week, and yeah. So
I'll partake.
What do we have? I don't know. Where do we want to go? How many books? 25.
25.
23, 22. I'm just making sure they're all here. 22 is not where it should be. 23.
Yeah, I didn't want to reorder them because when I reordered them,
19, 18, 17. Okay, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. I only have 12. Where's the back half of these books?
I'll do it then. I have them all. All of them are showing on my screen. So
okay. I'll try to come back in.
Yeah, we don't do that S tier stuff anymore, AOA. It's all this new fangled tier list.
We do sometimes. Well, this is the problem. We already did Flash S tier, right?
Yeah.
So,
whoa.
You know what? Pete, I'm going to try to reload the room.
There he is.
Finally got home.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
You have sleep. I have got, Pete, we got to do something because I've only got 12 through 25.
I'll do them then. I'll let you.
Well, I can't even choose. I can't pick because I can't.
I'm going to do it by your order then. Here we go.
Start
off with Max Mercury.
Okay, this is the new version of Max Mercury, not the Golden Age version, and this is why, because we've seen multiple in the trailer flashes, right? We've seen at least something that could be Zoom, it could be somebody else, it could be whatever. We also have a problem with Ezra Miller. We also know that the new Max Mercury did have a partake where, like, so one of the theories is that Zoom is actually pretending to be Barry Allen, right?
Other Barry.
And in that case, one of the guys that he had lied to in the original storyline for that was Max Mercury, but not the Golden Age Max Mercury, this Max Mercury, the redone Max Mercury. And you see this fool in 76, which is the tragic day in life of Wally West. He's a fucking just another Flash. There's like 80,000 Flashes. For those people that don't know DC,
we got
literally DC never had original fucking idea. They just had the same characters.
That's not true.
When was the last original idea they had?
The Flash movie.
It's not. No, it's not a fucking original idea, dude.
It's not based off. It's based off Flashpoint, but it's its own original idea. We don't gotta go. That's the last original idea. Oh, also, Batman Beyond the White Knight. Sean Murphy. I mean, I guess it's more Sean Murphy than DC, but DC's letting it happen. So there you go. Fresh take on the Batman property.
So Batman's new or Batman's not new?
It's a fresh take.
So rebooting Batman's a new idea. We're
not rebooting Batman.
So just using Batman as a character and just making another version of him. That's a new idea? Because that doesn't sound. That's DC. Never a new fucking idea. All right. So where did he go? He left already.
You pissed him off.
I pissed him off. All right, there we go. So this book, believe it or not, you especially when you start getting into the new season stuff, it's already a $10 to $15 book.
Oh,
put it back in.
I meant to mute myself.
The internet was a lie detector test on you for that, and they the internet kicked you out for you just blatantly bullshit, just blatantly talking shit and not getting into it.
Oh my God, whatever.
Anyways, so like this book already is an okay book at like the $10 mark. Put it back up so I can see it.
Oh, there we go.
This is the one thing that DC does have above Marvel, and you'll learn this when you're starting to hunt some of these books, is that there is a fan base that sticks to kind of some of the older telltale signs of collecting, such as good storylines and reappearances. Because as Corbin was saying, oh, sure, it's new. It's not new. It's the same horseshit over and over again, but they've been conditioned to go after all these new versions of the characters, which you'll see. And this book is one that sits on it. If you find this in newsstand, I would suggest you pick it up either way. And the one good thing about DC is the bottom level is kind of there already. So a lot of these books you're not going to, like if you buy this book for $10 in newsstand and in good shape.
But does DC really... I mean, I get that they get you to buy the Silver Age versions because nobody can get the Golden Age versions of like bat characters. So that's why the Silver Age first.
Well, that's technically not a Silver Age book.
No. That's what I'm getting at. So I get why the Silver Age Riddler, Silver Age, Penguin. Those kind of make sense to me. But does a revamp of Max Mercury hold the same weight?
There's only
here's the thing.
Or even Black Adam, because we know we got Black Adam. Nobody's getting that Golden Age Black Adam. So everybody chases the first modern.
Well, some people are. Yeah. Go ahead, Corbin.
I just don't like the fact that in comics, we're not seeing a lot of new original stories. It's how can you freshen up old established properties? Like to give that knock on DC and not give it to Marvel, it doesn't seem fair to me. And also, if you look at comics in general, that's what it is, right? You're not seeing a lot of brand new stories. Like the brand new characters the last 5 years are reheated, fresh takes of characters you've already seen before.
Remember
the punchline drama?
Hold on, Corbin. Okay. This is the problem with DC.
Oh, here we go with this.
New Earth, Prime Earth, Convergent. It's all this. They fucked it up so bad that they're just like everything is just everything now. It is.
It's not all Earth 6-1s. I mean, you have the. I mean,
no. 6-1. No, there's a difference because they're like, hey, that was always set up for alternate Earths. You got the Apocalypse stuff that was a different. Those were different eras to tell it. That wasn't what DC was doing. DC was trying to refresh the characters, and then finally had done so poor job and fucked up so much of it that they just are like,
that's fair. But let's also be honest. Like everybody says they want new content. I want new characters. Why are you changing old characters and doing this to them? Give me new characters. Well, fuck it. DC tried that. How did Future State do?
Thank you.
They tried it. They gave everybody. I want new.
We're talking about this comic though. The reason why we're giving you Mercury. The reason why we're giving you this Mercury because this is the Mercury that was duped by Zoom as Barry Allen. This is the Mercury duped as Zoom.
Yeah,
you do know when certain people figure this out. They're going to try to push this book as an option of a book. Far be it. Is not what it is. I'm telling you, this book is already a $10 to $15 book, especially when you're getting newsstands. What I'm telling you is this a book that if you see it for $5-10, are you grabbing it? Are you just saying fuck it, dude?
No, already in the dollar box, I say grab it.
Yeah, you might get in the dollar box too. You might actually get in the
anything like $3 or less. Yeah, I'd say grab it.
Yeah, I would pay $5 for this book.
Well, yeah. That's what you can find it $5. You can actually at cons find for $5.
Yeah, I would pay $5 for this book if I saw it.
Because I don't think you're gonna lose. There's not.
No, you're not. That's what I'm saying. Like this is one of those weird books where you're not gonna lose on it if you can get it for the right $5-10. You were not gonna lose on this book. I hope that's not too confusing for the chat, who is now just all making Corbin comments. Okay, good job.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm not slabbing this thing. This is not.
No.
Definitely not slabbing it.
Yeah, this is not.
If it's more than $5, I'm not. If it's on the wall, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, if it's in the $5, we have a $5. This is why I put it. I have this in my $5.
Would you sell for $5, Marco?
Yeah, I put it in the $5.
Right
we have a $5 or $10 box. It makes it
right now for $5.
It depends on if it's newsstand, it goes in the $10 box. If it's regular, it goes in the $5 box.
So how much are you selling the one you have right now?
Well, I'd have to go through the $5 box and the $10 box to find out which one I still have.
I'll have your people call my people. Text me.
I am my fucking people.
It was a joke. It was a joke. You think
I can probably just give you mine. I got my flash run in the other room in that filing cabinet.
I just realized I have tremendous comic resource between Pete, Marco, and Double O. I just need to use y'all. It's gonna tune in.
I just gotta make. I hate mailing shit for free. That's all I hate, Joe.
Well, I'll pay shipping and handling.
No, I have found out that like that is the one thing I'm the worst at. If it's fucking mailing for free, I don't know if I can make it to the post office.
I do it all the time.
I know you do, not me.
I know, Pete.
Fucking, I'm horrible about it.
We need gems like Pete out there. Marco, you're good.
I
I just
I
go,
know.
wow, what's the difference?
I know I know where my faults lie, and that's one of them. Like, I'm not mailing shit for free. I'll mail it, but it might be 3 years later.
Yeah, I'm too handsome.
I still got trade paperbacks for you, or hardcover books for you here.
Really?
From like 3 years ago that I haven't mailed. Yeah.
Wow, Mark,
actually.
it's been
I got all I got everybody's stuff. I got all Jedi stuff. I got it all. I got Kyle's. I got boxes of shit for Kyle.
Okay.
I just
Joseph,
can't take
we're
myself
talking
to
comics.
fucking
Bring it to
mail
me.
free shit.
I want them. I feel you. It's all good. Makes sense.
I have 42,000 comics. What are we talking?
Yeah, I'm about to say what we talking about.
If we want
if you
to,
have
we
them,
can.
share them. Like, I'll give you.
I
my
haven't
shit
counted
too.
in a while.
No. All right, next book. Let's go to next book.
All right, I'm going down your list. So the list you gave me is where we're going.
All right, cool.
Ooh.
Oh, new. Okay, so these are the three. So we're gonna have the three version flashes that got fooled by Barry. By Zoom being Barry Allen. Do you get that right?
This is technically Wallace West.
This is B West. Wallace B West.
Wow.
The B is for B. I don't know what it's for. Boy? Wallace Boy West? I don't know.
I don't know. I just know he's Wallace.
He's younger than fucking Barry's old ass, is all I know. Is it Brucifer? Brucifer's issue.
I don't think it's
so what are we going here with the annual? Also a weird thing. You can find
first.
Yeah, the annual is very easy find. Wasn't this the wall? Was this not the West that
People,
was
this book got pushed for a little bit. This was 20 for a while.
It's back down. So it's back down. It's bottom line.
This was like a $20 book for a good long while.
Okay. Well, this is back down to a you can find it and pick it up type book out of dollar bins.
Yeah, well, because the Flash TV show, this is the Wally we got.
That's what I was asking. Is that the Wally West that was in there?
This tied in with the Wally that we got on the television show.
Huh. Was that a good Wally West on the television show?
No.
He was all right.
Actually, I thought he was. No, come to think of it, I mean, he wasn't the worst.
Yeah, he was all right.
It's better than bringing out fucking old Grandpa Wally, wearing the dinner plate on his fucking head, West. So I'm down.
No, it's good. People started giving the actors shit because of the actors' private life. Like too much shit got tied into it.
Anyway, ISIS is going after. Anyway, we're gonna talk about it. Point being, yeah, you're right. I think we gave more flack for what they did behind the scenes. The acting job wasn't too bad. He wasn't the worst.
No, he wasn't bad because it was Iris's.
Once again, it's something that he's shown up before in the DC multiverse or whatever on television universe, whatever they call it. I mean, there's potential for it. Will it go up and down? Obviously, it went up to $20 and went back down to $3. This is one of them where it's like, I don't know. If you can get,
you're saying it's back down.
Yeah, you could get it for $3. I just actually, or no, sorry,
$5. If it's back down to that kind of price, I'd say grab it again because you got nothing to lose. Oh shit, one sold for $30.
Yeah, I mean, you could get it. I actually saw this at the store. I saw this at 10. Yeah, I mean, it's up and down, but like realistically,
one sold for $5 on the first.
Yeah. That's internet prices too.
I'm just looking. I decided to take a quick peek.
Yeah, now it's 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, it's going up now that the trailer is coming out.
Probably now that the trailer. I mean, it is, but it's like 2 books sold. It's still not a big book, and you could. I saw some online for the same price too because I double checked it to see if it was out there. So I don't know if I would grab it though, like for anything.
No,
I don't think so because. If I don't have it already, which means I got it really cheap, like $1 book or less.
I have one. That's all I need. Like if we're gonna go that way, I'm probably not grabbing extra.
Yeah, because like the height of this, like at best, the height of this.
Yeah, where's the ceiling?
What's the ceiling for this?
It's already hit the ceiling, and it's probably not hitting that.
Yeah, it's already hit the ceiling and fell down. I don't think it's getting a new ceiling.
Even though one sold for $30. I still don't buy that.
Did it though? Was that for the set or was that for because there was a set of 1, 2, and 3 that sold?
No, it's DC Comics near mint minus too.
Ooh,
with free shipping, so it's technically 25.
No, you're not right. All right, we got a couple. Grab it.
At the price it's at now, if you can get it around cover, I would still grab it. Got nothing to lose.
What does CLZ mean?
Isn't that the comic app? The thing you can track your books?
All right, put it in the grab it. The Grabbits have it.
Shit, where is it?
He's gonna grab it. It's the annual. It's got.
I know what it is.
Lightning on the front cover.
There it is.
Right there. There it is. All right, cool.
Yeah, I just couldn't find it.
All right.
All right, number 3 on your list, the other Wally West, the first Wally
Ryan,
West.
you could go find it over at Ben's right now for like $7, Ryan.
Yeah, no. You don't pay 25. Yeah, I'm not paying over 5.
Yeah.
Maybe 7. All right, 7 you maybe. But
Wally Rest Return, not so Wally, you know what this is.
yeah,
Silver Age
first
Wally
Wally
West.
West.
Yeah. Kid West. This is yeah. So in the second part of the story, it's technically Kid West, Kid
Flash.
Kid Flash Wally West as Kid Flash. Which absolutely happens to be the third
110.
Yeah, 110. Flash 110. Which happens to be the third Flash person to get fooled by Zoom. By the way, interesting really quickly right here. There is a 5 up right now. It's 4 days left, 382. The a 6.0 for this book is, they're projecting that 6.0's last sale, or they're saying that 6.0's last sale was a little bit over $1,000. A 5.5, 4 days left. I think that one will go for probably 12. So this book is a book on the upswing. And yeah, if you can get silver, because you can probably buy it for.
I agree.
mean, but the problem with it is like they're saying it's a 5.5, and it's raw. If your last six sold for 11, if the book gets up to 9, do you really buy it? I don't know.
I'm just holding on to this because it's Wally. Like,
yeah,
right
fair.
or wrong, like Wally is probably my favorite Flash.
If you get a 6,
I don't have
above,
this book. I don't have
this is the problem. This is the problem that I'll say with it. I would buy it and slab it if it's above a 5 because of how many copies below 5 they have of this that is already slabbed. If it's above a 5, I would buy it and slab it. If it was below a 5, I would probably pass on it, to be honest with you, just because I don't think the value's there because of how many are slabbed and how many people are trying to sell it, and actually will keep lowering the value.
Wally, that's what I mean. But it's a book that I don't think is gonna drop in that sense either. I think it's long term. Wally West, as much as I told you my thoughts on Ezra Miller. My hope is DC, in their infinite wisdom, will decide, you know what, maybe we need Wally.
I could have brought out Flash Slabs BK, but I don't know. I'm too lazy, I guess. I mean, obviously, I have it.
We don't need it.
Obviously, I have this book in Slab, and it is.
Well, I guess I've only gotten 2. I only saw 2 actual votes in the chat.
Slab.
Well, and I agree.
Both are Slab and Slab. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the chat as well. If I got this book, I'm gonna slab it, and I'm not gonna be as picky as Marco. He's like got 7 copies of this book, so he doesn't have to buy a certain level of slab. If I get a 4.0, I'm still gonna slab it.
But I'm telling you right now. I think if you're I think your value's bad at 4.0.
Well, how do you know how much I paid for it?
Because I know how much you'll pay for it. Because I know what the market is. I'm saying, like, in the market right now, what the market price is going for raw books in that range is almost equal to getting it slabbed. If you're going below 5 in this book, it's almost equal to the price raw and slab. So it's not a good value.
I understand what you're saying. It's not a good value today, but again, if I slab it and sit on it, it's going to be. I'll be okay. Like, I'm not going to lose money on this book. It's like,
I don't know if you're okay. So I would argue that if you maybe, but since there's a lot more of these in lower grades, you could actually have an influx of. I mean, there's a lot already graded in lower grades.
Market talk. Ooh.
So, like, it's only going to go up with the amount of availability in a lower grade. So that's where I'm kind of worried about. The back
of my neck just stood when Marco started bringing up the prices. Like,
oh my gosh! Hey, you got to talk. Hey,
can we give Blue Beetle the bell?
It's for you. I don't use it as a coaster. You guys, this is why I hate doing this.
Ding ding.
I do not use it as a coaster.
Yeah, you need to put that up there.
Ring the bell.
I was trying to get there, but you got there first.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, I'm just telling you as to be an educated buyer, like, if all of a sudden you get excited and you're like, oh shoot, this is raw, cool, and you're looking at it and you're like, oh well, Marco always says slab all Silver Age. I'm telling you, this book, this might not be what you might have to really negotiate that price down, to get it into a range where I feel.
Well, just for our purposes today, let's just say we negotiated our price down and move to the next book.
No, you can't do that. Then everything's slab. They're gonna say slab every Silver Age book then. Okay, next book. Go ahead.
Well, you want to put this in grade it or grab it? Not grade it, grab it. Again, I admit I'm biased. I told you why.
Yeah, I mean, I probably actually, to be honest with you, once again, I said if it's
Are you gonna leave it?
At this point, I might leave it.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's like I'm telling you, like this book, the high end book on this, I think is overpriced already. The low end book on this, I think, is overpriced. The only books that I think are not overpriced in this range of Silver Age is like around the 6 point.
Do we want to look at? Do you want some asks or do you want sold?
Sold.
All right, so let me scroll down so I can get to sold. All right, let's see what we got here. Flash 110, a 1.0, $369 for a 1.0.
How much?
$369.
Okay, cool. For a
1.8,
mm-hmm.
$375.
Which means it probably has minor restoration that they're just not. Instead of getting a purple label, they decide to do it without.
Give it the weird ass 1.8.
Yeah, give it the 1.8, which means it has some type of restoration.
A raw from my comic shop, raw fair copy, $370.
That's what I'm saying. See, like that's.
Here's your 4. Well, I don't have the price because again, I'd have to bring up a separate site. But a 4.0 sold best offer on $900, so somewhere under $900. That was back in December. This also goes back now. Like this.
Yeah. Okay.
No copies have sold very recently.
Okay.
Keep going. That 369 1.0 was back in January. So no copies have sold within the last 3 months of Flash 110.
Yeah, which is like a resto.
And then go back to November, $195 on a raw copy that they're saying 1.8. Who the fuck says 1.8 in their guesstimate? Like hey, I'm gonna grade it at home.
All right, so maybe it is a slab. I like those numbers. I guess I just was looking at like the census numbers overall, but a lot of low grade in it.
Well, think about
and I was
census,
looking at like,
though.
But I was also looking at like GPA. So I would stay away from it. But okay, I'll give it to you. I mean, everybody's got to have something, I guess.
All right, let's move on to the next book. Bart
Allen, obviously,
Impulse.
Yeah, but you know what? It would be an
you don't
easy
like him,
thing.
Corbin?
No.
You don't think a version of Bart Allen would be an easy replace for Ezra Miller if they had to?
Why would you do it though?
Because
why
Ezra
would we
Miller's
jump
a
to
psychopath.
well?
I mean, Ezra is a ticking time bomb, yes, but I'd rather wipe the Flash out than put Bart in. I don't know. I'm just not a big Bart fan.
Mm-hmm.
At all.
I mean, I can hear, like I said, Wally's my favorite, but it's
Watch
time
this
to introduce Wally.
Remember, this is a
I also
DCU
feel like
book too.
the Ezra Miller interpretation of it's already stealing some character qualities of Bart. Do you feel it?
A little bit, but I also feel like he's stealing character qualities of Wally.
But that's why I'm saying it's easily to pivot if you have to. Once again, you missed the beginning where we're saying they tried to cancel James Gunn before. James Gunn doesn't want to be canceled or to cancel anybody else. But he has to leave himself room to pivot away if Ezra Miller becomes a problem. And I think this is one of the characters where he could easily, because it does have characteristics of the both, he could easily pivot away for. I will tell you this: I would pass on this book unless it's a DCU.
This is too much these days.
Yeah, it is. Like
I
sold all my copies of this before this was announced, except for I kept 2 DCUs of this because how much I was getting for them are stupid. It was dumb.
Let's look.
Grab Impulse, leave it. I agree with AOA.
$70 raw.
BK, you can't keep saying.
Holy shit! Somebody got one for $20. Actually, no, that might not be right.
No, the $70 is more what the market's paying for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The $20 because it says one bid. Because the way eBay sales work, you got to know this. If they have an auction that has a best offer price, if somebody makes a best offer and they said, "Hey, I'll give you $70 for that," the sold price is going to show the starting bid with one bid, and that's not the actual sale. You got to go to another place to find out the actual sale.
This is how you know
that smells fishy. That smells like a situation where somebody made an offer on that book.
This is how you know that BK knows literally nothing about comic books because he's yelling Slab Bart, which is like literally.
No, I'm not slapping Bart because I'm not paying $70 for Impulse.
Yeah.
Or even 45. Like there's a $45 sale.
So we're not counting DCU. We're just counting the regular version. I think at this point this is too high to be buying this book.
Holy shit! Well, that's only 7.0 though.
There
was a DC Universe Raw version signed by Mark Waid, sold for only $15.
Oh, nice! That one I would have bought. I would have got that one.
I wouldn't have. You know why? Because it's signed. I don't buy signed books, especially raw signed books. I don't give a shit.
Fucking
that's defaced, in my opinion.
No, people like that shit.
I only have a couple signed.
Even if I believed it was actually signed by Mark Waid, I didn't get it signed by Mark Waid. What do I care if he signed it if I wasn't the one who got it signed? That's just a personal thing. I'm just not a signature guy.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh no, Ryan, how it works? I mean, how DC is now is that there's multiples of every anyway, so you can just pivot.
I will say,
New Earth, Prime Earth, Old Earth, Sideway Earth, Future Earth. They're all fucking there. It's not. You don't even have to have like the multiverse. They're all fucking there.
Yeah. I'm with Corbin though. When they aged up Bart to make him adult Bart in that 15-issue run after like New 52, I did not care for that run of Flash.
I read the run where he the end of the Flash or like in the 90s, the Mark Waid run, and I thoroughly enjoy. I remember I haven't read it in years, but when I did, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I enjoyed him as young. I enjoyed him as Impulse.
I don't know anything about him being. I didn't read the New 52 stuff, so I don't know about him being aged.
He was like I think it
was
like the brightest day.
Less said about it, the better.
It was like the brightest day stuff, and they aged him up, and it was right before New 52, and.
Velocity.
Yeah,
we
need to do a segment.
BK, are you buying this book? You're buying this book at $70 and slabbing it. Okay, all right.
No, I'm not.
You're never gonna move out of your mom's house. I'm trying to help you move out of your mom's apartment, dude. Stop.
Hey, is your mom single? BK, let me know.
Damn, BK. Damn.
Let me know, BK.
Shots.
I want to be the real man.
Okay, Sam.
Right.
I love you leaning into it, Corbin. I love it.
Come calling.
All right, put that in pass. Put that in leave it. We got enough leave it.
We're leaving Bart.
All right, go next up.
Those prices, to be fair. All right, I got to put him in leave it first, and I'll be over the next up. Number 5 on our list.
Now we're talking.
Eobard Thawne.
They brought this fucking Zoom back, so this is like the Zoom, right? Like
this is Reverse Flash.
Yeah, Reverse Flash. Yeah, for those people that don't know, Reverse Flash.
Yeah, well, that's what he went by forever, and then it started being Zoom and Professor.
Yeah,
Zoom
same character. Yeah, when they brought.
I know.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Well, yes and right, but
yes,
I mean, like,
no, that's where it got confusing because I was like, well, Professor Zoom, and then, well, this guy's just Zoom because it's Hunter Zolomon. We'll get to that in a second.
Well, no, but that was because it was a different world. That was when they were trying to do either way.
Yeah,
this is the longest. This is the longest running and currently running Zoom / Reverse Flash. Can we say it like that?
Yeah, this is the OG. This is
I'd agree.
Yeah, OG, but like this is the one they brought. This is the one they brought. Like this is the one in Flashpoint 2 that fake. This is the guy.
This is the one that's would have messed with the timeline.
Yeah, this is the guy that. Yeah, this is the guy that's fake. Yep. Fake being Barry Allen. This is the guy that fake being Barry Allen.
Exactly.
So we're gonna have this a lot. You're gonna see a lot of double characters. This is the one that faked it. This is the one that has the Flashpoint ties.
Eobard is the worst name AOA.
What?
Eobard is the worst. AOA said Eobard is the worst name in fiction. I agree.
Yeah, that's a rough name.
Yeah,
very dated. Anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Marco.
No. That's I thank you. I was actually saying I'm trying to make this. This is the problem I think sometimes that there happens with DC is like if you've read it and you know it, makes sense. You can say something and it makes sense to you, but because it's like you got to think this character was. I mean, what was it? It was like all the way to 2006. So that's 40 years plus then another 20 on so 60 years in 2 different forms of this character. Like, you see what I'm saying?
And this is 139, by the way. I know.
Yeah, 139. Sorry, Flash 139. So like you have all that going on, him disappearing and coming back, him dying like twice. Like it makes sense because you know it, but like to try to explain to a normie that is like I don't know. All right, so let's go over the numbers with 139 real quickly.
You got him.
I do someplace. This wasn't the order I had. Was this the order I had it in?
Yes.
I do not have 139 next.
So after all your Flash family, this is you starting the zooms.
Oh, I might not have done it in the right. Yeah, I didn't do that one in the right order. I tried to.
Of course, you didn't do it.
I try to help it out so that you would have an easier job of listing these than me actually coming up with my list of books off the top of my dome while I had a bunch of kids jumping on top of me.
Well, I can tell you some recent
Go
sales
ahead.
if you want.
Tell me recent sales of it. So I can
6.5 best offer on a grand.
1,000. Okay.
7.0 a best, so it's under that. So a 7.0 best offer on a $1,300 ask.
Ooh.
A 4.0 best offer on $450, so under $450. And these are all Valentine's Day sales and today.
This is what I like, though. I actually have the raw average for these
raw
books.
copy sold for $107.50 yesterday with 4 bids. It's a pretty low grade copy. I'm looking at it. It's kind of beat up.
I get that, but I look at some of the mid grade, like the grade copies that would be at least a 4.0 or better, or like around that 4.5. Their raw average was about $400. Okay.
Really?
So if you can get this book, which I think you can,
there was one 280. There's a raw.
That's what I'm saying.
13 bids, 280. Looks like a solid copy that sold on the 5th.
Right.
$280. I kind of like it.
Yeah. So if you're going to take $280, you could get above what the 4.0s are selling. I actually really like this book to slab it. I really enjoy this book for slabbing it at this point.
I would agree with that assessment.
I really like this book for slabbing.
I do not have this book. I still need one of these. Even though I talk a lot of Marvel, I do like DC. I do.
Zolom doesn't work as good at BK. I would debate that. I wish you actually had good internet.
Oh, Zolomon?
Mike. Yeah, Zolomon. I don't. We'll hit Zolomon up too. I don't think he works out as well.
We're getting to him.
All right. So I would slab this one. I think everybody else would too, right? Are we slabbing?
We got multiple slabs. Yep, I would.
Okay, slab. Okay, go. Let's move.
All right, we'll keep it rolling. Yeah, we got to keep moving. We're getting to Zolomon now. Here we go. Hunter Zolomon, the next.
So we get his first in Secrets, and then we get his Flash in.
Everybody loves the Flash 197.
Yeah, the cover's great.
The cover's great. It's there, but
yeah.
He's technically in the Secret Files first.
He's in Secret Files first.
That's like $25.
You combined these, did you? Yes.
I put them together. Yes, I put them together. Like the Secret Files is like $25.
Secret Files, by the way,
is kind of expensive.
Secret Files you could find is $25 at the high end, but on the average end it's $10, and you can find it in sets. Like you can find that book for like $20 for like 10 book, like the whole run of it and stuff like that. And this is the one thing I'll say about the upside. Although $197 is already kind of pricey.
50, 60 raw.
Yeah, since you combined it with
35, 50.
I actually think that it's under when people finally figure out that technically, although the cover's better there, the first is in the Secret Files. I think that's magically sleeper. Like I know DC fans know that already, but when somebody asks a DC fan, you know what I mean? All you're gonna have to do is ask some DC fans about some of this shit, and they're gonna be like, "Oh no, actually, that's where it is." And when they get to that, because people are gonna have to like Flash is coming, but there's gonna be still have to be a lot of content created over this. I think us seeing the DC hold, and it was good that we were holding like 40 people till we started talking more DC Flash books, and then we went down to 25, so we lost half our audience. But that's still more than normal. We would go all the way down to like teens talking about this.
We'd be down.
We normally would. So like you're seeing you're seeing that people aren't losing interest in DC. They're just still having a hard time digesting it.
Which is why we're trying to help.
Yeah, which is why we're trying to help. So this book, I would think Secret Origins for sure is a grab. For sure. I think it's for sure.
One just sold for $13 raw.
Yeah, for sure a grab.
And even like I said, even the other one that hit some highs. That was like $100 raw for a while there. Because again, the Flash show, take what you want to say about it. It drove comic sales for a while, and then it stopped. Like the first few seasons of Flash on television actually sold some books. And Reverse Flash was a big character on there. I liked it. They did it well. But we haven't seen those highs in a while. Now, like I said, it's down to about $50, even $35. I saw sales for raw.
Once again, I agree with AOA on this. the other part that is like, I don't think Hunter's coming. So like, I wouldn't mind buying Origins for a couple bucks, $4 or $5, but I would probably at this point leave 90, whatever. I think it, but here's the thing. Caveat. Yes, Pete knows what I'm going to get here too. It is the makeup on a pig. And people love hookers, bro. They love hookers. And that's a hooker. I mean, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's like a strobe light one. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you get some club lighting?
See, yeah, that's a Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Well, it's like a strobe light girl, right? It's not. Don't turn the lights on that book. But for a while, there are going to be people pushing it because it's a great cover. The cover looks great.
It is. It's always missing. When you're flipping through, you find a collection of Flash. Ooh, I found a Flash.
And there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that have it, so they need to. They need that Zalman book. Yeah, I mean, like that's kind of. It's kind of a weird book because they have it on the front cover, and because it was such a good cover, and so many people dragged it out that people are gonna push that book to try to sell their copies so that you'll buy their horseshit copies. That's pretty much what's gonna happen with that book. Is it gonna have longevity? No. So.
So if we're talking about like who's going to show up like in a movie property or in something future for James Gunn, for the name alone, Zalman wins. They're not going to put an Eobard in the movie. Right?
Nope. Not true. Go watch that fucking
I wouldn't think so.
Go watch that Peacemaker fucking TV show. Look at some of the fucked up names he put in that, bitch.
That's true.
He loves if it's a fuck up name, odds are that on the James Gunn thing. Now that you added that, the James Gunn thinking level, oh, this name is fucking horrible. That's amazing.
Eobard.
I'm putting it in. Eobard. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong. But
that's bad.
Well, we got to put them together.
I don't know. I don't know. I think
it's definitely not here.
If you separate out the two, one I would have is Gravity.
I know I put them together.
I know. I don't. So what's your thought process on it, Dub?
I'm not paying like I saw 9/8 like for 150 for the fake first appearance. I'm definitely not paying that. But if I can buy, definitely the Secret Origin or the Secret Files, I would buy that book, no problem. But even the other one, since it sells, I'm gonna grab it.
All right, grab it. That's fine. Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah, I'm still fine with grab it too.
Yeah, you could still get some off of it. Yeah, some meat on the bone. All right, next up,
you will. It's still gonna even the 197. You'll get your money back.
Yep. People want it. I mean, whether or not,
it's a better cover.
Cover. People love that fucking cover. Yep. They've always been loving that cover, dude. Yep.
All right, moving on. Where are we at? Oh shit, everybody's gonna love this one. How about Hunter? We talked about him. He disappeared. He wrote himself out of existence. So how about bringing him back in Rebirth?
Yeah, you guys liked it so much. Here's the new version of him writing himself back, coming back in the flipped out timeline. I guess
it's only a couple years old. You can find this at your shop.
It's the new version. The continuity of this.
It's not first, but it's a reintroduction.
I think when you get, do you think the problem with trying to decide with this book is like, I'll be honest, I've watched some people buy some dumb shit that I'm like, there's no way people are gonna fall for some foolish ass shit like this. But I then go and watch people scratch off lottery tickets every day. Whenever I go to fill up the tanks or grab 80 Red Bulls, and I'm like,
well,
what the people just, it doesn't matter if they know they're going to lose on something or they know it's not right. They're going to gamble on it no matter what.
Yeah. Well, you guys who watch our channel know we're not going to fucking try to shill you on some dumb shit. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to give you some real talk. It's easy as shit to give you this.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do with this book.
I can easily give you some. You want some of this shit. This is not hard to do. You can say, really? Are they going to go back to a book from the 90s? You realize the 90s.
Well, yeah, because that's the new version, right? They
attention to that. They're going to want continuity with the current books. They're going to have connectivity. They're going to go with the new Hunter's Zone.
Did you see it's the new version of it? Yeah,
the new version where we're going to get the Legion of Zoom, and we're going to get the Acolytes of Zoom.
I'll put those two later, just so you know. We are putting in Legion of Zoom and Acolytes of Zoom. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Later on.
So by the same logic that I said for the last book, it had a cool cover. People want it. This cover,
terrible.
I can't say anything nice about that cover.
It's just the cover.
And I wouldn't buy that book. I mean,
I'm telling you this,
$1.
BK, before I'm telling you, before this movie comes out, you will see somebody have an IG post where they have picked this book up and said, "Oh, sweet, man. They won't tell you how much they picked it up for, and they'll be like, sold it on eBay so quick. I got 6 of these." They'll have 6 of them. Oh, they're killing it on eBay. The new Hunter's Zone, you know what I mean? And then you ask them how much they paid for it, and you're like, "Wow, you actually lost $10. Good job, congratulations." But yeah, I mean, like, that's one of the sucker books, right?
Last one sold on a lot of 6 books for $12.
Yay, there you go. I would leave it too.
Yeah, I'm leaving it. I don't like these.
Here you go, Ronan.
These reissues.
Yeah, some of them I do. This one I don't.
Yeah, this one I don't. It's too soon.
It only if the reissue takes place kind of in a different timeline that has.
If that cover has some foil on it, maybe I'd think about it. But...
All right, pass it.
Or even if let's say the reissue actually like revamps or reimagines the character.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
Agreed.
Like they're completely different now.
Dub's telling jokes and Corbin's laughing at it, so that's good. All right, next, put that thing in the leave it.
It was funny.
I'll put it and leave it, but while I do that, here I'll put the next one up so you guys can talk about it. So
all right, cool. Black Flash. So this has.
It's black. Sorry. I'm just kidding. Continue. I'm sorry.
That is I mean, when you're giving answers,
Move this man.
100% the wrong answer. This book is seeing its second light, right? It saw a little bit of light.
Second. This is probably like third or fourth.
Well, it's on the TV show. It dropped, if you didn't sell them all during the TV show.
There's I did this on Dollar Bin Digging again a couple of weeks ago. I've done this before, and I did it again because you can still find these out there.
Yeah, it's the whole. These are all cameo, all the right size of the cameos. That's the first appearance. You can find the cameos still in dollar bins a lot of times, especially second and third cameo. That Flash book, I mean, it's on its way back. Do you think, I think the heights were around $30, $35 for the, wasn't that like the average height for it when it hit the TV show?
Oh, for which one? The
Black Flash.
Oh, whoa, actually the heights? No,
Yeah.
actual heights, I think it hit a little higher. They was hitting like 40 and 50.
Okay. I mean, do you think this go round, because it's back down, you can still get this book for 15, 10.
A Newsy just sold for $50 raw.
Yeah, Newsy. Okay. I'm talking regular.
20, 30.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Decent sales.
Going down. Yeah.
This is for the last. This is 141.
For 141, right. Do you think, because there is a quote unquote Black Flash in the trailer, do you think that was quotes for all those people that didn't see it?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
do you think this can go above do you think this could go above the $50? Because that's the question.
Spike for a second, you think, right? Once people look back and if they really glance at it. I mean, I don't know the comic market like y'all do. That's not my.
I think if you don't have this book already and you didn't spend $10 for it, you leave it.
It might though. Not to say it would hold. I'm just saying, say we get a second trailer that gives us more looks or something like that insinuates a bigger role.
Oh yeah.
Then yes.
Well, we're talking about the death, right? We're talking about Death Flash.
Yes, the zombified.
Yeah, the one that comes and puts you into
the
fucking
Black Racer, the whatever you want to call it.
Which could be something, because if they're having multiple ones, you have to kill out some of the Flash. You know, there's that one line where he's standing in it. I can't remember what he said, But he said
Well,
something.
that's
where
also
he's
the
getting-
point of the character, right? Like the point
Yeah.
of the character is for it to clean up the timeline. Like
Yeah,
this is,
clean up the timelines.
like if Flash is jumping around, fucking around with the timeline, going, I'm gonna go to the timeline where my mom's still alive. The Black Flash is gonna come and get you.
What I'm just thinking is like this movie, this trailer is getting more pub than the whole fucking than the TV show ever did. So I'm thinking maybe it could go above 50. I'm still not paying. You just said $30 for a regular cover. I'm not paying $30 for a regular cover.
No. But you can still; these are still out there, man.
Oh,
You're
still
digging,
there.
even in
All
price
right.
boxes. You find this for like $10.
Yeah.
$10, I'm probably still in.
All right, grab it then. Put it and grab it. It was 50-50 split anyways. You're on BK's side. Good luck with that. All right, what's up next?
Yeah, see, I'm with Ryan too. Not going
Yeah,
over
it's $10 left. You can find it in $10 boxes. You can. Okay,
and that's
go
what I
ahead.
mean, because you can still legit still find it.
So where are we at? Are we at?
Oh, sorry. That's
Okay.
right. I should do the next thing. We are now at. Oh well, we did Black Flash, so now let's do the Dark Flash.
Oh,
I
good
loved
lord!
that storyline. I loved that storyline.
Tell us about it, Corbin.
So basically, you had Flash was
Wale.
the main Flash was gone, and this new Flash comes in, and I don't want to say he's more brutal. He's more efficient than the other Flash. So he's definitely just like taking care of things and super mysterious, and has this what is it called? This weird, well, not weird, but this random like obsession with Isis and Iris.
Iris,
Iris. Yep, exactly.
Who's Iris? Tell them they don't know who Iris is.
The Flash's girlfriend, basically.
Yes.
Was Barry's girlfriend.
His baby mama.
Yeah, Barry's
baby
girlfriend.
mamas. Baby
They-
mamas. His
so
hookup
it
chick.
turns out it's Walter West. He's from another. Was it another universe if I remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he comes. He like. I only read the storyline, including the Dark Flash. Then the Justice League got involved, and I kind of zoned out of it, to be honest.
So
But,
there's
He's still technically a Wally.
yeah,
technically right. Yeah.
Walter. So there's a theory that in the trailer it's actually Dark Flash, not Zoom. Like it's either there's Zoom or there's a Dark Flash in it, and it's not Black Flash, so it's Dark Flash, and it could be this Flash that would be the Dark Flash.
It would make sense. I mean, the other one looks not like in the trailer. The other Barry looked slightly older, and Walter is the older, more jaded. He has like a scar on his face from one of his fights. Like he's a little more like a jaded Flash.
Instead of
I
being
just
Reverse
don't know if
Flash.
he'd be able exactly. Like I don't know. I feel like in the comics though, Walter was a lot more. Like you could tell someone was different, whereas this one, they like at least for a moment, it seems like you might believe that those two are the same Flash. Like Walter, you knew was not the Flash; he was a different version. You know what I mean? Like you knew something was different, you just didn't know what.
Yeah, he
Unless
definitely
has
looks
the
somewhat
cool
different.
Silver Centurion Iron Man colors here going.
Yeah, but he looks
It
like
was a cool
Vindicator.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I mean, hey, for cover price,
This Alpha
price,
Flight?
you can still pick this book up for cover price, both of them or less. So
It's 150 is the cameo, 152 is that cover. That's why the 150 is the corner, the smaller one, which is the cameo.
that was
first
during
appearance.
Mark Waid's run, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the
really.
152 is the
Canuck
cover
Flash.
for.
I guarantee, and this is why I'll agree, because no matter, like Corbin just said something good about it. I don't know if this character is going to show up, but just with what Corbin said about it, is exact. And for the price, it is exactly where I'm like, this is the. They don't give a shit. We're gonna go find these books because we can find like 50 of them for $10, and we are going to talk about this. We are going to put this book on lists. We are going to have that fucking thing going. You're going to see one random sale for $100 for some reason, and it's going to show up on a top 10 list, when all the other ones only sold for $5. You know what I mean? This is that type of book, bro.
Well,
It's
a Newsy sold for 20 on Valentine's Day.
Oh, well, this is why though. Those newsstand collectors for that era. I mean, it's very rare.
Yeah.
Wasn't it only at
A
Barnes
regular
and Nobles
one?
and News to You? Yeah,
A regular one sold for only $3.64.
that's what I'm saying. What was the cover? $2.99.
It was shipped out of the UK, so if it's a US buyer, they had to pay $20 shipping.
Hey, if
They
it
still
was.
spent $23, $24 for that book, if they're in the US. And then there was another UK with $10 shipping, but it sold for $15, so another $25 sale. Both of those were on the 13th, by the way. So recent stuff.
Right, but the rest of it, I mean, it's a junk book you can find.
And then before that, we go back to the 8th. It was $7.50. On the 8th, it was also $2.93.
Yeah,
I'm not slabbing it, but I'll pay $5 for it.
It's under $5. You can get it.
Yeah,
you can go to your
There's
local
plenty
half
of
price
shops
you
you
can
can find stuff like this for.
Well, this is the funny part. So Books A Million, you know, where all their books went, and that's where the newsstands are for these. So you can go to your half price Crooks or whatever. What's the other one called? What's it called out here? Second Charles.
Second Charles.
Yeah, I don't have any of those.
Yeah,
you would have newsstands there, just so you guys know. Check it out. I think it is a grab it. All right, next up,
the Cosmic Treadmill. 125, right? Is that the number?
Oh, for Black Flash. Yeah, they've always been. This is one of the books that Flash. This is one I love this book, and I think it's underappreciated by non-Flash collectors. This is 92, right?
125.
It was 125. I'm sorry. What the fuck was I thinking? 125. 125. We've got. So for those people that don't know, Corbin, do you know how he traveled through time?
No, actually.
He had to use a cosmic treadmill. That's exactly how he did.
Yeah, I would have guessed cosmic treadmill.
Cosmic treadmill. Yeah, because he had to go so fast to the cosmic treadmill.
I'm looking at it like, wait, what?
It helped him run faster. This is how
it helped him run
traveled.
faster. Hey Pete.
Yeah.
Can you go look what a 75? Can you go look at what Oh, there was a guy. No, never mind. There's a guy who actually sold this book. He said it was a 7.5, and I went to go look to see. He sold for $71, right? And usually, when you're like, usually on eBay or any online site, when somebody's like grading their own books.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I go back to look at how many total stuff they've sold, and I go back to see how many reviews they have. This guy has 100% satisfaction reviews. 12 months, 6 months. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How many books has he sold? How many unit things has he sold? Can you see, Pete?
How many? Wait, how much feedback he has?
Yeah, feedback. No, overall units that he sold, not feedback, because it's 12,000. Yeah,
12,000. I don't know how to.
So it's 12,000. He's got 100% pretty much on 12,000. The guy's rating his own raw book and selling it for $71. That book, and he says it's a 7.5.
15,000 items sold. It says.
Yeah. Usually I would say like that's bullshit. It's probably a 2.0. But when that guy ranks it and it sells for $71, I'm saying, holy shit, somebody got a steal. And to be honest with you, this is a slab it book for me.
And I'm also looking at his copy. I don't know if this was pressed or not.
It was.
It feels like it was, like in parts, but then there's a little bit like, why didn't they fix this? A little bit towards the end, like why didn't they flatten that out? But looks like it was pressed.
Did he say it was well centered? I actually love the ad because it says well centered. I was like, this isn't a fucking card, bro. But then he sells a bunch of comics.
But it's also got a sticker on it too.
Yeah, but that's all right.
I know. I'm just saying, there's a sticker price on it, 15 cents.
Yeah. So maybe even if it wasn't, the treadmill is not stupid garbage. And for oh my god, this is I can't.
You're gonna make the DC guys getting it all in an uproar.
It's $71 for a 7.5.
I'm not big on the treadmill, but I'm not gonna.
Well, you're gonna be big on it as soon as it shows up and that asshole's running on a treadmill in the fucking movie. Oh yeah,
oh my gosh, it better not. They have to have a new. It's 2020.
You got to embrace your silliness. That's original. That's OG silliness.
I
for
already heard
$71 for a Silver Age 7.5 is 100%. You take that book.
I'm slab, dude. I'm telling you, there's a bunch of them that sell for $20, $60 raw too.
That's I was gonna say the other thing. You mentioned that one, which sold on January 22nd. On January 24th, a raw copy with 2 bids sold for $11.50.
$11.50.
$11.50.
Yeah, but
like raw.
The treadmill is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The treadmill.
No more ridiculous than the Thanos helicopter. No more ridiculous than the Thanos helicopter.
I'm not buying a Thanos helicopter either.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is like when you compare ridiculousness, you know what I mean. And with Gunn, he's embracing the ridiculousness at this point.
That's true.
I really hope he doesn't with this movie.
All right, screw it. Let's do it.
No, we can't slam it because the dumbasses in the chat said to fucking tank it. So yeah, they're saying leave it.
No, I would put it and grab it for sure.
Oh, I'm 100% slamming this.
Too. There's sticks and there's AOA.
I'm 100% putting this in slab it.
I would say grab it, but I wouldn't be against slabbing it. So
I would also would. I'm with Corbin. I wouldn't be against slabbing at these prices. I'm also looking
Right,
at
it's the prices that
half
would-
sold for like $120.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, like a lot of them have sold for. A lot of them have sold for under $100 raw. In decent copies. I mean,
I'm moving around my windows and it's showing my background.
This is one of those books I've talked about in the
Pennsylvania,
past.
by the
It's a Silver Age book where you pinpoint a Silver Age book and go like, I don't give a shit. It's selling too cheap raw that no matter what grade comes back, when I grade it, I'm going to sell it for at least 3 times what the fuck I bought it for, dude, including grading.
Yeah, when you think about it, like as long as you didn't buy yourself a raw 1.0, like you're probably gonna get $100. So if you spent $10 to $20 for it, spent the money to get it graded, and you're into it for $50, if you can get at least $100 back, you're okay.
Think about how many people buy fucking 1 in 50s.
Just lowest end, just throwing numbers out.
That's what I'm saying. This is the key to grading, slabbing it. This is out of all the books that had slab up here. This is the one that I'm like, yeah, dude, low risk, high reward slabbing.
Yeah, like I saw 2 6.5s, 6.5 sold, one at auction for $130 in December. And then also in December, one at a buy it now sold from my comic shop for $260.
Yeah.
So
and you're buying it.
Auctions you got to watch because people get shit for cheap.
Yeah, cheap. That's the cheapest. That's the worst case scenario of getting a book that's going to cost you less than. Yeah, it's going to cost you $50.
Yeah, you got to watch because auctions
no,
don't auction. So auction is the true metric of how much a book is desired.
Right. Pete, I'm overriding everybody. We're slabbing this book because if not, I'm just walking out at this point. So we're slabbing it.
And then surprisingly, I'm not against you on this argument.
Surprisingly for me, I agree.
All right, excellent. Next
Supergirl prototype.
Full disclosure, I also have this book. You could just full disclosure that I have all these Silver Age books, okay? This, I believe, is an undervalued book.
I put Supergirl on the left because, well...
Here's the dangerous part about this book.
It's hard as shit.
Graded copies of this book and raw copies of this book pretty much sell identical. The average raw copy for this book compared to the mid-grade, low-grade copy of this book sell for the exact same thing. And I do not believe and I wish it would happen, but I do not believe that any fucking thing with Supergirl, I don't think anybody could sell this because I don't think people understand it. So, like, I just don't think it's going anywhere. I just don't like it.
I have a bias, though. I hate old Superman. I hate old Jimmy Olsen books. I hate old Lois Lane books. I see them, they're just buried. I don't know what, because to be fair, I don't know what they are. So I just go, fuck it. Just speed through. Oh, old soup books. Just speed past it. I'm skipping this box. Moving to the next one.
I mean, I don't have a problem with grab it because I don't think the problem I have is I don't see this book going up in value. I don't see it going down in value. I just see it because it does.
It's a weird thing, like a prototype. It's like she's not actually the character.
Yeah, I mean it's like a test, but I see it. Yeah. Well, I mean, like it's in Silver Age. I see it as a test thing. The problem with it is like it just it's a frustrating fucking book. It's a frustrating book.
I'm not a big.
I guess because I'm cheap, so I always want to try to haggle way down on it.
What number is this? 123? You said?
Yeah.
All right. Let me just see what.
Oh, I want to haggle my way down on it. This is a book I don't feel like I could haggle at all on. It's a frustrating book.
I can't find it. It's not.
I got it pulled up. 430.
Yep.
For a 4.5.
What are Raws going for? 350, 400?
I'm only looking at slabs.
Okay.
6.5, 670. These were recent sales.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
5.5, 476.
Same price as a 4.5 almost.
And then a 1.8 sold for 267.
Doesn't even count. But my point is, like, do you see how weird that pricing is on that? Like,
like you said, it's an odd book. It's like it's a prototype Supergirl, so it's not really, but it is first.
But it's not Kara. It's not the prototype like the Matrix. It's not like I don't know. This is not.
At the same time, this is also a classic. You know what I mean? It's classic. Age. It's not easy to find in itself. So
I don't know. AOA says grab it. I'm probably, even though I didn't pass on this book, the next time I see one, I mean, I've passed on it a lot of times.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it.
I just can't find out whatever the fuck the value of the book is. That's why I pass on it. I just don't. What do you think, Dub?
If it's cheap, I'm gonna grab it, but I'm definitely not gonna slab it.
But it's not cheap. It's not cheap. That's the
then
problem.
I don't want it.
Let's pass.
I don't want it.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah, let's pass then.
There's
All
not
right.
very many Superman books I'm buying, and that's not on the list.
All right,
How
I
do you
got the
feel
next
about
one.
the real deal then? I gotta imagine this ain't cheap.
It ain't. It ain't been cheap. It ain't cheap now.
Action.
I would actually say, if anything else, it's probably at a high point that's going to take a while to realize at this point.
Well, let's see. Well, eBay's not working right for me right now.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I have it.
It's okay. I got my Go Collect. We can look at graded copies.
I have
Let's
some
see.
notes on this.
2.0 sold for $1,000.
Yeah.
5.5 sold for $3,600. Both of those were on February 13th, so just 2 days ago. Best offer on $1,750 on a 3.0.
3.0, 1750. It
A
sold for
4.0 sold for
$1,400. It sold for $1,400. Yeah.
1,300 on a 3.0. It looks like CBCS.
Here's $1,400. Yeah. Let's see. Are you willing to? So I guess my question is: are you willing to put $1,400 on this book and hoping that it'll
you get at least a 3
for a 3.0? Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
You're hoping for better. You're hoping for better, so you make money. But you got
a lot of them have already been, and there's a shit ton of those books that have been great. Like that book, there's a shit ton that have been graded.
I can't.
I do not. I think it's too pass.
pricey.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't think you can. I don't think you're going to realize the value for this book for a while. So I'm passing on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think at the prices that it's at now, I gotta leave it behind. You're not getting a deal. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously, you got to qualify every one of these statements as well. If you get a deal, but let's just say if you're around market.
Yeah, I'm definitely not paying market value for this at all.
No,
but I mean, that's where it's at right now. Like right now, you're not going to get a deal on this book. You're not getting a deal. You're not getting a deal on this book right now.
No,
I don't even want this book.
No, you gotta...
I don't even want this book.
Well, she's getting a movie. She's showing up in this movie.
I mean,
different
BK,
versions. And...
BK for real quickly, BK and AOA. I mean, and Sticks even that are saying slab it and grab it. Are you kicking out? Tell me today. Are you kicking out $1,500 for a 3.0? If you say yes, okay, then I'll let you decide to grab it or slab it. Because I'm telling you, this, how much is
Let's
here?
say $1,300. Are you throwing out $1,300 for a CGC or CBCS 3.0?
All right, this is pretty close to it. This much right here. I'm not putting this down.
You really are? You think it's going to go up from there?
Do you have 13? I mean, then go buy it.
Well, yeah,
because you could buy it for that right now. You could buy that for 14, 13, 14, 15. I mean, it's $1,500 from $1,300. You can buy that right now for that. Then I suggest you buy it.
Yeah,
I can buy it right now. I'm not buying it for that. I'm not. All right, grab it. He said he was gonna. I'm passing, but fuck. Ugh. I gotta trust what he says. Unfortunately,
he wants it. Yeah,
we gotta go. We gotta go.
All right, next up. I got next one. I can start going. I got him now. So this book now is fucking trash, and it's selling for a lot for trash. But
it's well, everybody loves Turner. This is the
AOA. I think it will have a correction. AOA.
Is it I guess a reintroduction is kind of the weird way to put this one.
This is a reintroduction. Okay, so do you want to know why I think that fucking this book has gotten some heat on it right now?
Because there's a shit ton of them out there.
One. Number two,
I found these in dollars. There's first print, second print, third prints. You can find these out there. A covers, B covers.
Number two, I think people read the synopsis of this book, not realizing that and they found out that she lands on a planet and that Superman they figured this was the scenes that you see but this is not the Supergirl. Like there is a closer Supergirl that from a different. So this is not Earth Prime. Which Earth is this? This is New Earth, right? This is the New Earth.
I guess so. Yes.
This is New Earth version that they kind of got rid of, right? Like this isn't. She did have a decent run for it from like the 80s to 2011, but is also the one they got rid of.
Yeah, and this is sexified too. Yeah, gave it a crop top even higher. They the mini skirt down to the point where it was basically a scarf.
This actually isn't New Girl Soups. There's a New Girl Soups.
There's a new
Girl Soups. And like at this point, what are these going for, Pete? Like, well, they already started falling, but what were they going for? Like,
well, they were hitting like 30, like 20, 30, but these are dollar bin book again.
35, 35. They got a height about what was it?
I'm looking at a 9.8 sold on Valentine's Day for $125.
Right.
9.6 sold for like $70.
Yeah, $70. But like Raws were hitting 42-ish was the average high in them, and then they're coming back down all of a sudden.
Which again,
I don't think I'm paying $50
put that into perspective. Why are you going to throw you're throwing $40 at a raw copy that you're hoping is really nice for the upper side end of, well, if I get it slab and it's a 9.8, I get 120. Like, I don't know.
Once again, I just don't even think like at this point you're not grabbing. I mean, you might probably grab it for a dollar bin, but like there's so much competition. There's so many of these available out there to buy at that higher $40 price range. Like,
this is where Marco and I were discussing before Dub showed up in our pregame chat room. Me and Marco were discussing this, and he was just saying, "Oh no, this is garbage." I'm like, "I get it, it's garbage, but if you find it for $1, I'd still consider grabbing it for $1."
But my point is this. My point is this.
You're going to be fighting.
No, but this is the difference. You get shit away for free. I sell shit. I'm not wasting my time on this book for $1 because I'm going to list it with 500 others and hope some joker clown offers me $15. Like, hey, I'll get that, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the fucking mailbox for $5. No, I'm not doing that.
I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, if I'm sitting there flipping through a box and I find it and it's $1 and I've already got 2 or 3, I'm probably not starting a pile with this book because I can still walk away and say I'm not buying shit. But if I already got 2 or 3 books that I was like, you know what, I'm grabbing this Sectars and I'm grabbing this fucking Crystar book. Well, I'm going to grab this one too. I'll put it in a pile so I can get to some round numbers. But that's
I see it as like I see it sometimes.
I'll probably never
like,
sell it. I'm not going to try to sell it for the 15.
That's the problem. Like I don't want to keep this book for personal. I don't want to keep it for personal, so I'd want to sell it. And I feel like I'm not going to sell this fucking book.
Yeah.
Right, Dub? You know what I'm talking about.
I don't want it.
Don't want it.
I don't want it. This is part of that stuff where it's like so much where like you're saying that there's so many out there that you're not going to be able to. Even at a show, it's not taking up wall space. There's no way I'm letting it take up any wall space. I have too many books to put that.
I think we put that Superman in there, by the way. Not this. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh yeah, for Bad Avenger. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get Bad Avenger. We got you. Wink, wink. Yeah. We got you. We know.
Yeah, we're kind of slow. We're getting through this list kind of slow, but
yeah, let's keep moving.
Speed it up.
I mean,
this is leave it. This is leave it, and you'll see why. Because Bad Adventure just said what we're gonna get at. All right.
Yeah, we gotta leave it because it is.
All right, cool. Hopefully he comes back.
And
here we go. Okay, so this is the one. This Supergirl, which is like the actual storyline of this Supergirl.
New 52 Supergirl.
Yeah, the new 52 Supergirl. She's the one that lands down on a planet. She's the one that has what's that dude's name? What's the guy's name? Oh, I got it right here. I wrote the guy.
You gotta give me something more than just.
No. He's the Simon guy, the Techo guy, Techno or Techon Simon. He's the guy that like has a deal with the U.S. and Russia, and if something lands down there, he eventually her storyline. This one, not that last one. This one in Prime. No, she's in Prime Earth. She is. This is the one that lands on the planet, the facility, kind of like the scenes you fucking see. She gets kidnapped.
We're getting like more Argus, that kind of shit, and
yeah. It's like he runs a bunch of military people that end up kidnapping her and putting her into a cell that she needs to get out of. Pretty much the shit you saw in the fucking trailer. And I know people are saying like, "Oh, that's a reference to the Superman." Yes, it is. But
Yeah, the
it's
Superman,
also
because well, he was like a project, but he was also kind of well, we'll get to that. We got him in here too.
but it's also a nod to this one too. Like it's a combination of that Superman and this version of Supergirl, not the one that ended in 2011. This is the one that picked up after 2011. Damn, man. Cut my hand.
Siberia, Russia. What else we got?
Simon Tycho, Tycho.
That's the guy's name, Simon Tycho. So, like, when you see all those military, like, as soon as I saw all those military guys where she was breaking out of that military facility, I thought two things: the Superman that Bat guy was talking about, Bat Avenger, and the other one that I thought about was this Supergirl, which is the one that Tycho guy eventually captures because he gets her. He eventually her like dome thing fell on the Earth. He captured that dome thing, put it in there, and this is also the Supergirl that has to deal with Flashpoint. I mean, like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know. I like this book better than the other one. This is a $1 book, by the way.
This is a $1 book. All
so if I'm taking a gamble on fucking Supergirls that fell out of the earth and end up being kidnapped and wear too much fucking makeup, yeah, this is the one. This is the one I'm putting. I'm not putting $40 on it.
No.
I'm putting $1 because this one is legit ass $1. Legit ass $1.
Exactly.
And by the way, once they start, if we get another trailer where you see her imprisoned by one military guy standing by himself, this is the book they're going to try to sell you on next. It's kind of like the next book. Star Labs, not Star. Is it Star Labs? It wasn't Star Labs.
No, not Star
Labs.
He has his own company. He lives in a satellite.
I said, like you said, this is legit $1 book.
If it's $1, I'm buying it.
It's $1, and the story fits kind of with what we saw in the trailer.
This is take a shot. Because you know, what are you going to leave?
That you like that always tells the mom joke? Who's the guy you like that tells the mom joke?
Oh, Screen Rant.
Screen Rant comes by and goes like, because he'll look this up. He'll look up all the stuff. He'll look up this arc and he'll get the summary of this arc. Yeah, and he'll say, "That's your mom." He'll say, "That one's your mom. That's your mom right there. That's your mom book." All right, next up. No, I got it.
All right, let's see. What do we got next?
Right.
Following that, we here we go.
Oh, there it is.
You got it.
Subject 1. Yep. Project Superman, the Flashpoint portion. Like I said, I mean, I just said they're gonna merge. It sounds like they're gonna merge this one with this one. I mean, that's what it fucking sounds like as far as what we saw, I guess, and
what it looks like.
What it looks like. That's what it fucking looks like.
What it look like.
What's this book, Pete? What's it going for?
Project
I want to go back.
Yeah,
I got to go back and find this fucking thing in my list. I was going to do a better. I have this all free.
Yeah, I didn't bother looking because I thought you did.
I did, and I have it somewhere in here. Hold on. You want to see the messes I have in this?
Let's see. Project.
I can buy it for $2.50.
Man,
$2.50. Yeah. You can buy. Oh, here it was. You could buy the whole fucking run for
there's
under
an auction
$10.
starting for $1 with no bids.
Yeah, under $10. So, like, is this going to get anything?
It's a $1 book.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like he said, when you got Bad Avenger saying like, it's closer to this. I mean, for $1? Yeah.
I'm still leaving it.
Yeah, for $1, I say take a shot.
It's like all this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one, I'm probably. It is a Snyder book though, and people like the run. The problem is I pick up the whole run. I pick up the run for $3, and then,
you probably sell it for 15 to 20.
Yeah, worst case, I would. I'd end up bundling it. After I'm pissed off that nobody bought it for $5, I'd bundle it and sell it for $15. That's what I do.
BK likes it.
He does. It does look like Home of Superman. Yes, that's one. She didn't look that skinny. I'd probably leave it. It looks like it's going to get left. Put it in the leave it bin. Dude, Bad Avenger was trying to sell this book for you guys, and you guys are going to do it like that?
It sounded more like that's who we were getting.
Oh, Bad Avenger's 100% right. I just don't want that book.
Yeah.
For $1? Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, like, hey, yeah, I get it. All right.
I guess Dub's going deeper. He's like, no, it's $1, and then I got to pay for the bag. I got to pay for the board. And I'm gonna hang on to the goddamn.
And then I got to like Marco, like you said with Marco, he's gonna put it out for $5. No one's gonna buy it. He's gonna bundle it, sell it for $15. I don't want to waste all my time with that. That's just a bunch of time I'm wasting.
I
dealing
actually
with that
like
dollar
bundling the shit because then you get to talk to people that read because it'll go to somebody who reads the series and then like
I'll
sometimes
bundle,
I'll just
I'll
give
bundle
it
one of the books I already have. I got
sometimes I'll just
5,000
give it
books on
away
there.
to people to try to get them to read DC books. I mean, I literally give away DC books to try to get people to read the shit. I mean,
well, here's the problem I think we have is I don't think this Supergirl makes it beyond this movie is the problem.
no, I agree.
Because we already have another Supergirl project announced that's completely different.
But you don't
Superman coming.
No, but here's the problem. There was something they said where they might use multiple tent poles from different universes to come in, which is going to be a problem. But who knows? Who cares?
You're hoping.
Who cares? No, I'm not hoping. I don't give a shit.
No, not you're hoping. I'm saying they're hoping. Like, well, if she's popular enough, sure.
Right. All right. Flashpoint. Thomas Wayne as Batman, as in Flashpoint Batman.
Everybody loves overpaying for the mini series of this, but he's right there.
Yeah,
he's
right there on the cover. He's on the cover.
Mm-hmm. And he's in this book. Granted, I think it's only like a panel, right, or something like that.
But I mean, he's on the cover. For fuck's sake.
But he is on the cover. I mean,
anything else we want to say about this? What's the prices? I can't even believe what the prices are.
Flashpoint. Well,
I've got so many. Dude, you remember the San Diego Comic-Con? I've got like 4 of those. I think I paid $5.
Yeah, I do. I had the San Diego Comic-Con.
They were selling those. Dude, whoever was in Baltimore a bunch of years ago, there was somebody who had just had a table of them selling them. I think if you bought, it was 2 for $10. I bought a bunch.
Holy shit! 1 through 5 of Flashpoint's $100.
Yeah.
Flashpoint 1 at auction with 8 bids and $30 shipping. It sold for $42.55 today.
Wow.
UK. So that's why the shipping was so high.
So expensive.
But then there's that's trade paperback. So we don't care about the trade. That's a little different.
International
$8.50. The San Diego and an issue 5. Why those packs? Forget that. Best offer on issue.
Do the San Diego one. I have it written here someplace.
$60 for the San Diego one and issue 5 together for some reason.
All right.
$35.
Average is $41. There we go.
35. There's another 40.
Yeah.
39.
I don't know. People love this book.
Hey, you can get them, and if you go to your Walmarts and your toy stores, you can get them with the little figures.
Toy, yeah, they have it with the figure.
The page punchers, the Flash. He has Flashpoint 1 with him, and the Batman's got.
I wonder what people are gonna say. The homeless dressed like Marco. Huh?
1 in 25 sketch cover too.
Grab it, overprinted. Yeah, I don't know.
It is
overprinted. There's the other.
But...
you know what the one is? There's actually a second cover too that has Cyborg on it, right? Isn't there? There's another cover for this that's just fucked.
Cyborg in the front of an American flag.
Yeah. I would probably grab that. No, I wouldn't.
There's a second print that's all red.
No.
Yeah, third print is gray.
We're grabbing this though, right? The frenzy for this thing is going to be phenomenal at one point. Yes.
I'd probably grab this. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'd probably get it. I don't know if I want to pay $50 for it, but
yeah.
I guess
41 average. You can get it. Yeah. 41 average. All right. Go ahead. Let's go on to the next one then. That's a grab.
You got it or you need me to do it?
I love this book. I got 2 of these books. I think it's an undervalued book. Wait, should I explain what it is?
Explain what it is.
Hey, BK, why don't you explain what this is? Okay, so this is actually Batman watching a film of his dad being the original Batman. So this is technically Thomas Wayne as Batman's first appearance. This is comic. I didn't even write the number because I just know it from the front of the cover. 7. What is it? 236. What is the number on this, Pete? We don't remember what the number is. It's just the grainy book that's got the little. Is it 323 or is it 223? Can't remember. Whatever. Just look at the cover. Memorize the cover. Now, do you know there's 2 colors that are similar to this one? So memorize the right one. Pete, did you go mute? Oh, Corbin's back.
Slab it.
I'm slabbing it too. Yeah. Wish I had Pete on the number. Mid-grade draws for this book go for about 200. 6.0s are going. Slab 6.0s are going for $600. Hey Pete, is this 323 or is this 223. I can't remember.
Oh,
I just know the cover.
Oh, sorry. This is
235.
235.
I knew it was somewhere around there. But yeah, that's what it is. Like I said, Raws are. I mean, if you're going for Raws, yeah, I think it's a Slab at 2. Thank you, AOA 235. Slab. I'll grab it for a good price. I think $200 on this Raw is a good price, and you'll be a winner anywhere you look at it. Put it into Slab.
All right, I can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Corbin's back.
Corbin is back.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, but that's First Thomas Detective Comics AOA, not First Thomas's Batman. Because once again, I have a theory, right or wrong, that we're gonna bring in old man fucking
Here's a theory.
You don't think it's Thomas?
I have a dream. I actually do. Well, actually, I don't know.
I don't think Michael.
I think it's an interpretation. They're gonna mix because here's what I think, Marco. I think
okay, go ahead. Tell me.
I think they're gonna take from Thomas Wayne, of course, right? Because we know that the Michael Keaton Batman definitely killed folks, like in those movies, right?
Well,
so
did Christian Bale, though.
So did Thomas.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm saying
so did Ben Affleck.
But yes. But in this case, I think they're modeling after that older kind of Batman who did kill, sort of, and use that Thomas Wayne aspect. But in order to keep the mythology of that 1989 Batman, I doubt they're going to go and make it a totally different character. I think they're just going to take most of the properties of that character and just apply it to 89 Batman.
I think I think because it's old, I think you could easily do like, you know how they do like the age thing where they introduce a new character and the older version comes back and it's like, oh, I was the dad, or what? You know what I mean? Like,
you're not buying into the Terry McGinnis. We're gonna get Batman Beyond out of this.
No, they're not touching Batman Beyond. I wish they would, Pete.
I know. That's also another popular thing that people like to go push. Like, old Bruce Wayne, he's gonna have.
I disagree that that's where they're going with this. I do agree on the fact that if they introduce multiple versions of stuff, it opens up the ability not. Oh, fuck, I can't. I'm not going to say it because the people are going to be like, it's going to be 20 years down the line. We're still going to hear. Like, in 20 years, yeah, maybe. Not in this.
Well, this is a 10-year plan.
Yeah, but not in this 10-year plan. No, not in the 10-year plan. I'm saying, like, maybe down the road, sure, but not in the 10-year plan.
Well, I know what you're saying. But at the same time, I had an argument with my buddy about Damian and all that stuff. I'm like, there's no fucking way we're getting Damian. I'm like, you're giving us, we got a new Batman. There's no way. And here we go. We're getting a Damian. It doesn't make sense when you put it all together, but we're getting it.
I just think, like, everybody keeps saying, I don't think so, but it makes sense to the average TV watcher and the people that are trying to get invested into DC, making it Thomas Wayne instead of making it another Bruce Wayne, when you're going to see that there's going to be different versions of Flash, because the more characters you can introduce and get familiarity to, the longer you can run this horse shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think just what Corbin is saying, I think also has a lot of.
That doesn't mean that we're doing Batman Beyond.
It's got a lot of credibility too, because people do know Michael Keaton Batman. So if you just say, "Hey, it's the Michael Keaton Batman," people automatically go, "I know that." I get that reference.
Also, this Batman that Ben Affleck's playing is an older version of Batman.
And then also they can understand, like, different Batman. We just saw different Spider-Man. We all bought into that.
That was the most
I can totally see that. Flash took, 3?
I don't disagree. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that there's two options that seem equally feasible.
No argument there. No argument there.
Equally feasible.
No, I'm not gonna.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not doing one of these where it's going, will not, me wrong all time, me name BK. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying,
that's
like,
the thing. I'm not putting money down to say.
Yeah, I'm not putting money on either one, right? Yeah. I do like that book, though. I think Slab was the right decision on it. I think.
All right, what do we got next? We're almost.
I don't know. I moved up somehow.
I got it.
Zod. Dude, Zod is a great book.
I hate these Superman.
Dude, I buy this book all the time for dirt fucking cheap. Like, dirt fucking cheap. Like, I'm talking like I picked this book up for $10 before because people don't know it's Zod. Like, this is one of those books you can pick up for $10 and then, like, just turn over easily all the time. You know who likes this book? I had no idea that this is the book that has Zod in it. You know how many times I've sold this book to Pat? No.
Multiple
You know
copies of
Pat?
the same person.
I know Pat. He sits up next to me, and
Yeah, you know how many times I've sold that book to Pat?
no,
Must have been 7 times. I
like
must have
he
sold
buys it from you.
Yeah, I've sold that book, different versions of it, but I've sold different versions of that, and everyone I sold to them, I haven't picked up for over $10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I love Zod. I didn't like him in the movies, but I mean, Zod is
I think you have to slap Zod because Zod. It says he'll say on the label Zod, so people know what the fuck they're buying.
Yeah, they
Because
know.
you don't know that. You don't.
Yeah,
know,
I would
you don't
not have
know what
known.
You don't know what the fuck this book is. It was a,
when
General
a young
Zod?
Chancellor Valorum played Zod, it was awesome. When whoever this guy is playing Zod, I don't like him so much.
You don't like Michael Shannon?
Not compared to
Not
Chancellor
Zod.
Valorum.
Yeah, I agree.
Who Terrence
Kneel
Stamp?
before Zod. I mean, I actually like Michael
The
Shannon,
lion.
but also Terrence Stamp did a good job.
He did do.
Terrence
He was-
Stamp was
Ew.
legendary Zod.
Why
Yeah,
would you say
exactly.
so?
I mean, I slam it
Kill you for
because it
it.
says
I-
Zod on it. But
I
like,
still call it Planet Houston.
Planet
my
Houston.
question is, how do you inform people that this is the first Zod?
Speaking of, shout out to Sarah Douglas back in the day too. Whew.
Slab. We get slabs.
Slab.
Slabs for Zod.
Zod had some
Okay.
good chase. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now this is right for Dub. Set this one up. Dub set this one up even better. I like old Zod. I don't like new Zod. I don't like new
because
Zod.
it's old, like me.
I like old Zod. I'm not sure I like new Zod. Yeah, I don't know.
New Zod looks like he's from Star Trek.
New Zod looks like the new movie Zod. I would agree with
Nah, new movie Zod had armor. This
He had
dude looks
armor,
like he's
but I mean, more.
like an
I actually
ensign
think
in
the
Star
face
Trek.
looks more like the old one. Because if you think about it, the old. I mean, we don't have pictures side by side, but it's more military, like kind of. It was just this regular outfit,
bro.
It was a mix.
Hold on, hey, hold
This looks
hold
like
on,
M.
bro.
Bison. Don't give me that. This is
Hold
M.
on,
Bison.
though, dude. This book's in the 50s, bro. So that's military in the 50s. If you think about if you're thinking about like fascists, that's what they look like back then, bro.
Yeah,
They got these hats.
He looks like a general. Look at his hat. Yeah.
He's got a general hat with a sun on it.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing, new Zod?
I'm leaving.
I wouldn't even pay $1 for new Zod.
Yeah, I'm leaving him.
New Zod's not getting shit. Not
He's
even
great. He
$1.
looks
I
like
kind of
Star
like the
Trek.
Kubrick cover though. That it's got like an Eric Powell vibe to it.
New Zod,
Bro,
my
new
money.
Zod ain't worth the fucking.
I'm not
ink they
paying for
printed
new
on it.
Zod. I'm saying I'm paying $1 for the cover.
Get out of here! All right, next up, we just said we were going to get into
So we're
the
leaving
acolytes.
it? Okay.
No, yeah, we're leaving it. The acolytes of Zoom. It's a stretch, but it's $1.
Put it next
This
to
is like
New Zod.
Yeah.
this is like down the road shit. This is
Yeah,
like,
I'm about to say
Yeah.
James Gunn year 7. This ain't nothing.
I don't know if it is. I don't know if it is year 7. If this is the
Really?
book, if this is the book
You
that's
think they're gonna
supposed to
set the stage?
introduce.
in
Well,
this
this is what it is. That's what it like. That was the one thing they said. Like when he was saying it, and I was trying to explain to people. No, what he's saying is this ends it to pop off the new stuff. He's introducing shit in this movie. He's adding stuff on. I don't think it's gonna be Acolytes of Zoom. I can't even sell this fucking book. I actually have more faith in the next book than this one. This one's horseshit, and it's a $1 book.
leave
Yeah.
Zoom pals. Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Yeah.
You're on point. I
Zoom
think
Pals
we'll leave
sucks, man. Leave this shit. But the next one,
How did you get
Legion-
these back?
huh?
How did you said you didn't have? You only had. Like,
No, I said I only had 12 through 25.
Oh, you didn't have the first. Okay, I'm okay. Anyway, go ahead.
The Legion of Zoom, however,
We got a lot of characters here.
We got a lot of characters out of
We
Legion
got
of Zoom.
Rod action. I see Weather Wizard. I see fucking. What's that metal dude's name?
Oh shit! You didn't grab the other cover. There's another cover to this that's actually pretty dope.
Well, yeah, this is the A. I just went with the A.
Yeah. The B covers I actually dig and I would grab.
Well, I mean, we got Zoom there. Is that Golden Glider? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Legion of Zoom could have something
Got
to do
Ragman?
with what?
Ragman in there in the back, in front of the red guy.
Yes,
Who's
it is.
what is
Yes,
his name?
yes.
Blood something? Bloodwork?
Yes. Hey, we've got our DC expert Corbin with us. Kugler.
You're DC expert. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If you haven't noticed by how quiet I've been most of the show, the Flash is my 1 weak point. So
Yeah, but
see, I actually agree with. I don't agree with AOA on this one for $1, especially the B cover, which we're not showing either cover, but I will buy.
Yeah,
it
that
just for
B
$1.
cover is by Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah, I'm buying it for
what the
$1.
hell's the name of the metal guy? He's like with the Fatal 5. Girder. I think that's who that brown rusty
That's
looking
what
dude is.
the fuck we're doing is Girder.
Yeah, I'm
We're
trying to
doing
just couldn't remember his fucking name.
I'm
That's
trying to look it up right now.
Nope,
think
I'm
it's
buying
Girder.
Legion of Zoom. I'm buying it. Put it in Dubai. Grab it.
I thought you said Dubai for a second. I was like, oh, okay.
You're going to Dubai.
Is anybody else not grabbing
Put it
that
in
book?
Dubai, I'm done.
If it's $1, I'm not paying
Yeah, it's
any
$1.
more than $1 for that
Especially
book.
the B
Yeah.
cover for
I'm with
$1
Dub.
for sure. Look up the
Yeah,
B
that
cover.
B cover's nice. Yeah,
No. Well, I
Daniel
think
Warren
like the
Johnson.
B cover connects, or is it connect, or is it similar? I can't remember. Whatever. All right, the next book.
Limited trade dress. I put this next one in because, well, I put it in my. I had a problem with the foil version of it,
Flash of Two Worlds.
I mean,
What is this book
multiverse
going for now? I remember when they
book
first
to
announced the
tease the
Flashpoint
multiverse.
movie. This book got like really fucking
As
expensive.
it should. This set the stage.
yeah, this is still probably pretty expensive.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like if it didn't come down, I don't think it's realized value yet. Like it didn't keep going up. It stopped at one point and just got stagnation.
Well, let's see here. I'm going to look at Slab. I'm not going to eBay. I'm going to look at Slab sales. 4.0 best offer on a grand. 4.0 835. A 6.5 2100.
holy
4.5
shit.
840. A 2.0 best offer on 525. A 2.5 481. Interesting.
What was
Look at some
what,
else.
what was this comparable? We had something comparable to this price wise earlier.
This is Flash 123, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know. So compare this to fucking. Was it Supergirl? No, it wasn't the Supergirl one, was it?
See, the problem, you're going to find the regular reprint, the facsimile
Oh, the
reprint
facsimile
here.
sucks.
And then we got the foil version, which I just got an
Mhm.
email that we're going to get too, because, well, let's fucking resell that shit. Oh, look at that. One of the foil, Megacon foil facsimiles sold for $80, a pre-order. Because
What did you say? A 4.0 for
people
this
don't
store
like
for
money.
$2,000?
People don't like money.
People don't like holding on to their money. They're just, here, take my money.
Are you paying? My question is, are you?
Oh, no.
for-
The $2,000 was a 6.5.
Oh. Hmm.
A 4.0 was $835 and a best offer on $1,000. So probably in that same kind of range.
So $900 to $1,000 for
Yeah.
a 4.0.
That's like 8 to 9 for 4.0.
$900 for a 4.0. Would I pay No, I wouldn't pay $900 for a 4.0. No.
I mean, they homage this cover a fair amount. We do get two flashes. We've seen the two flashes on the TV show. We're probably not getting these two flashes in a movie anytime soon because
You
that
never
would
know.
I'm pretty sure they're not fucking
So
introducing
everybody in the
JSA.
chat, you guys are saying you guys would you spend $900 for a 4.0 of
They
that
don't
book?
have $900.
No,
I don't
the
know what
problem.
they have. I'm just asking.
No.
what they had.
They didn't have $900. The last one was
Lord
for
BK, Lord
$300.
BK don't got 9 pennies to pinch together.
Dude,
okay?
yeah,
So
okay.
his mama
Styx
might be able to grab
does.
him
Styx
some. I'll
does,
ask
but
him later.
AOA told us flat out he don't have the money, and we know shit. BK ain't got no money.
Well, like I said, I'll ask his mom later. But
Why,
for now,
like,
no, he-
why are we like? That's the thing. Like, I
Yeah.
get it. It's a classic book. I agree with that part of it. But
But let's
like
say you
said,
only
we
have
talked about the
$1,000.
prices.
Well, this
I'm
is
not
what
paying
happens when
$1,000
we.
for a 4.0 with this.
I know, but this is what happens when we do this. A weird, like, give them too many parameters for the tier. Then nobody thinks about what the actual parameter is. It's just, I love this book. I got to slap it. Like, there's
Well,
no.
that's what we were trying to get away from doing S tier because they would just yell S.
Yeah, they
on
would
this
just yell
book for
S
no
tier, and then
reason.
we wouldn't have
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
right.
and we'd go,
We'd be
okay,
like,
yeah,
"S."
okay.
S, S. That book's way overpriced. S it. Like, I mean, in a real world, like, because you could get this book for $1,000 for 4.0, but I'm not spending $1,000.
Yeah, but is it a good idea to spend? That's the thing.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
still
can
Right,
get
that's
it.
the question. That's the question. Is
Yeah.
it smart
Yeah.
to do it? And I don't think it's a good idea to spend $900 on that book.
Yeah.
If I $900, I'm going to buy a
Agreed,
couple.
Sticks. So now
Yeah.
Sticks is out of Slabbed it and grabbed it. He's out. He's
Yeah,
out.
Here's another way for the Marvel people to put this in perspective. AF-15
I doubt
that.
I doubt that, BK. I highly doubt that. Sorry, Pete.
AF-15 is a classic book. Everybody would say S tier. You gotta. It's the top tier, whatever. It's AF. It's first Spider-Man. But if you say at the market prices it's at right now, are you paying that?
Yeah,
then you go, wait a second.
Yeah, it's like free poker. Thank you, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, free poker.
I love that book.
S tier and everything. This is not free poker anymore.
Oh, that's funny though.
Oh wow! AOA just goes nope, not buying it. Okay, well, so I'm leaving this book at this point. I'm
definitely not buying this book.
Corbin, what are you doing?
If I had $1,000, I might be buying a Showcase 4.
I would get a better car. No, I'm not touching it. I mean,
let's not do that either. Let's not act. Okay, let's act like I give you $1,000 and you can only spend it on a comic book. Kind of like I gave a show $100 and told him to go buy.
You can't give $1,000 away though. You have to buy a book with it.
You have to do it. Yeah. Don't do what the idiots did on the other channel where I'm like, please go buy a book with this $100, and instead they just gave the $100 away because they were too embarrassed that they didn't know how to buy comic books. I'm saying you get the $1,000 or you return it. You buy a comic. Would you spend $1,000?
It just wouldn't be that book.
Okay, good. Then we're not doing it.
Right. That's the question.
Well, one, you're probably not getting several.
Lord of BK, see, this is I could flip.
That's a whole nother
this is why you know BK was full of shit.
This is after you were talking about us shitting on DC.
Yeah. As he's shitting on DC.
Invincible books.
Yeah, he don't know anything about comics,
BK,
bro.
Get out
of
here,
bro. Everybody who has a showcase number 8 and a 6.5 or higher, please raise your hand. Okay. Thank you very much.
You could have stopped after Showcase 8.
Okay.
You probably could have stopped after Showcase because apart from the one that has Mongal in it, which is like Showcase 94, I don't think I have any Showcase books.
All right. Here we go. I think this book is stupid fucking expensive.
It is. Because people like Flash getting
flipped
in the nuts.
Stupid.
He was
Look at it.
Flashed.
It's also
It's also first Captain Cold.
It's Captain Cold. Yeah, that's Captain Cold's flinger that's flashing him.
Captain Cold's flinger. Say that 5 times fast.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Dude, I looked up the price on this fucking book and it almost made me call the auction house, to be honest with you. Because I can't believe what fucking people are spending on this horse shit.
Yeah, this book's crazy.
I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, but Pete, give us some numbers if you could.
All right, I'll go to. I want to get some slabs, so I'm going to go to the graded copies.
Yeah,
only most recent sales are. All right, search. Best offer on $700 for a restored 1.0. That's the last one that sold. That's why I put that in there. Okay.
Restored 1.0.
A restored 1.0.
Yeah, I mean, get what you can afford.
They restored it and they still only got it to a 1.
Yeah. Not even the 1.8.
3.0, 2280. This one can't be right. It's not. Unless people just really hate CBCS that much. A 6.0 for 1680? $1,680? That doesn't seem right.
Margot does.
Because 1.8 sold for $1,000. There's another restored, another purple label, another purple. I'm skipping the purple labels. 1.5.
Like a 6.0 is what, like 4,200 somewhere around there, right?
Well, if you want to, I can go to the 6.0. Let's see. Wait, you say 6.0 or 6.5?
6.0, 6.5. Doesn't matter. Either one.
Well, the last 6.0 sold for $5,500.
Holy fuck! I gotta get rid of this book.
August of 2021.
Ugh, I gotta get rid of this fucking book.
So long ago. And the only copy that sold before that was $3,000 back in 2016.
Yeah, it doesn't sell a lot.
6.0, there's not a lot of sales. There's not a lot.
What's a 6.5? Is 6.5 have more?
6.0, there's also only 10. Let's put that in perspective too. There's only 10 6.0s in the census. You want to go 6.5?
Yeah. I'm not buying this book.
6.5 has 17 copies in the census, mind you.
Good.
It's first Captain Cold and also the second Silver Age Flash.
Yep.
A 6.5 sold for $4,700 back in 2017.
Holy shit.
That's how long ago one of those sold for.
I haven't looked at this book in a while.
If you notice, like all of the copies that have sold have all been low grades. No mid grades to high
Nobody's
grades.
selling this book. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit.
So I can't give you. I'm trying to see if I can find something that comes
Up
close.
to 8,000 maybe.
Oh, here we go. Well,
What?
that's That's a 9.2.
Go ahead.
A 9.2 sold
9.2
last
Get outta
year,
here.
last April for 36 grand for Big Finger.
I would say I have more knowledge about your mom, but I probably wouldn't touch your mom, bro.
Oh, here's this. Wait, there we go. 55.
Well, run that comment again. Run that comment again, because this is why drugs are bad. Drugs are really, really bad. Just say no.
Yeah, I mean that ain't true.
Just say no. There's no way in any universe, this one or the next. Okay,
dude, I was giving you the back for the redding your whole family comment, dude.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, so we're not slabbing this, right?
No, that's way too much.
This is.
I'm also not grabbing this for.
Yeah,
no, this
right
fucking
now?
is way too fucking expensive.
It's
for
way up
a
there.
road gallery fucking first appearance.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Again,
At current prices, I'm gonna leave it.
I like
Right,
Captain Cold. I like Captain Cold a lot, but yeah, I can't touch this.
Oh yeah, I'm still holding on to it, right? But I'm strongly debating listing it tomorrow.
Yeah, if you got it, hold it. If you haven't, maybe sell it.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man. I'm All right. Are we doing third appearance next?
Oh wait, where did we put the Flash, the Two Worlds? Was that also leave it?
Yeah, leave it.
Okay. All right, we got two left. Two Silver Age left, 14 and 15. I don't think anything important happens here.
It's third appearance.
It's a cool cover. I kind of like the.
It's the fourth appearance, Marco.
Oh, fourth. What I get these two screwed up.
Yep.
Is this third, right? Is this third and this is fourth?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. All right. So fourth appearance. I don't know.
Huh. Ooh.
I don't even know what to make of it. So absolutely.
4.0 sold for $750.
Uh-huh.
A 5.0 sold for $1,100. Both of those in January of this year. A 1.5 sold for $429.
So this is actually a raw book that you could probably get cheap and
$1,500 for a 5.0 earlier in January.
If you could find it.
If you could find it.
Yeah. So this is one I might grab. Oh, leave it. Okay.
I mean, it depends on the price.
I mean, no, but I'm saying like raw. So raw, you're looking at 354. So
well, you didn't give that to the people, I don't think, to help them.
Well, it's not my job to make them money every day of the week.
Well, you got to, but that's part of your explanation of why you're saying what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like when I'm negotiating this book, I'm thinking I'm buying copies that are mid-grade 3 to 4.
Yeah, if you're buying a raw mid-grade copy, and if, like Margo said, it's like $300, I told you what the prices are. It's like $1,000.
Well, you're gonna get maybe 4, but
all right, even at $400, you're looking at $800 to $1,000.
Yeah,
or $800 to $1,100 with the last couple sales. Well, actually, $1,500. Let's go to the high. $1,550 was the high. Only last month.
You know why I'm grabbing this book? Because it doesn't matter. This is why I'm grabbing the book. Because you know,
5.5 sold in November for $2,200.
Yeah, so this is why I'm grabbing this book, because you know what you're grabbing this book for. If you're paying raw any more than $600 for this book, you're not buying it, right? So like, it's a very easy book to buy. You buy it for under $600, or you don't buy it. Like, that's one of the tricks of Silver Age. Know where the cap is that you're willing to pay for a raw book, and that's kind of where the cap is on this book. So out of all of them, it's very steady.
You just like Wesley Ship.
I actually did. I was going to put a Jay Garrick book in. And I decided not to. AOA. Hot take.
I put it in. I put the Flash 2 Worlds. That had Jay Garrick.
Oh, you did, yeah.
It's too late for me to have spicy takes. That's not good for my digestion when I sleep. So I'm not.
Well, but once again, I said I didn't put it in. Is my point.
Yeah, you didn't put it in. I did it.
No. So yeah, I'm actually a grab on this. Believe it or not. That's why.
At the right price, I can see that, but.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, it's easy to determine what the price is. What the right price is.
True.
So, all right, one that maybe is not as easy to determine what the right price is. It's third appearance.
Pirate Rocket.
No, we got these. Wait, what?
This is 13.
This is 13. Why does it say 15?
Oh, I probably typo. My bad.
All right, my bad. Yeah. I gave this book to a friend, but I will tell you,
it's my bad. I just typoed, and then when I did that,
Corbin, and you weren't that friend, unfortunately. It was somebody else.
I know. I was. Thanks, Marco.
No problem.
No, maybe BK was written. No, I'm kidding. Never that.
I like Wally the best.
I like Wally too. Wally's my guy.
I
We're talking about 13.
I obviously like Barry. So.
4.5. $920.
Yeah, I like Wally too, but Barry is
6-0.
Yeah, go ahead.
$1,900.
Oh,
6-0. $28.80. Those were December sales.
Huh.
1-0, $336. 1.5, $300. Now we're getting to the summertime, so those are kind of far off.
I think this book is still too. I think it's.
It's a little higher because it's the issue before, not the issue after. But not.
But I think people I don't think you can get as good a deal on this book as you can on the 14.
Maybe. And then 14, I think was it. That was it for his showcase run.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, I would like to see what everybody would like to do with this book.
At the right price, I probably was 14, right? Well, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, this cover's a little better than the 14.
Yeah, I like this one a little bit better too. Yeah.
People like collectors like this book better than 14.
I mean, it just looks better. I don't like
bring it back up.
Yeah,
I actually don't. I like the purple. I like Silver Age purple for some reason.
Yeah, but it's the flash in there, like in that hourglass thing. I don't like it.
Oh,
I mean, the flash in the hourglass is all right, but it is kind of exploding in the genital area.
and he's got diarrhea. He's coming out of both ends.
Yeah,
it's just like he had some Mexican, and he's really excited.
And what is he flying? I mean, like what? Like he doesn't fly.
Yeah, because
he's pushing through. He's running through the hourglass.
Yeah, if he was diving and they had him upside down, it would make more sense. He was trying to get to the bottom. Get better.
I'll be honest with you. After Showcase 4, the Flash covers.
What are you talking about? Like 13 there looks like Showcase 4, except there's a pirate rocket chasing him instead of just.
No, agreed. That's what I'm saying.
Cells.
Okay, rough. I'm still not. I'm leaving this one.
I
gave this book away, so maybe I don't know. I've just never been in third appearance, and I don't know.
You're grabbing the fourth, but you're leaving the third.
Yeah, because I could sell the fourth, and there's room to grow, which I did do. And
I feel like depending again, we're talking price. I don't know what the raw prices on this one are though.
It's more popular than that's what I'm saying.
All right,
it's harder to come by.
Then we'll put it in the finger flick area.
3.5 hours. What the fuck happened?
Yes, we've gone way too long doing this because you wanted to talk about Eddie Murphy and Robin Harris.
Hey, to the 25 of you, the majority of you people that hung around, we went from 50 to 25. So, I appreciate you guys hanging out with the content. I appreciate those that stayed for the comment section. I appreciate those that just want to listen to us talk about DC Comics. And it's fun to switch it up every once in a while. But next week we'll be going back to spices and other
next week we're doing spice. Yeah, that's how we bring in the mass audiences when we talk about tier listing spices.
Fast food, pop, spices. Fuck it. They love it. I haven't eaten fast food in 10 years, but fuck it. Let's rank Doritos, I guess.
Dude, I can't wait till Friday when I go in the office. I get fast food. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna get some Sonic. I'm gonna get some Taco Bell, Popeyes. I don't know.
I had shawarma today. It was good.
Shawarma. I don't know what it is. I want to try it.
What, shawarma?
I'm doing Avengers.
Yeah. I had good. It was okay.
Why wasn't Crisis 8? Crisis 8? I thought that book would be in there.
I was gonna keep adding, and then Pete said no more ads.
Oh, I see.
I didn't say no more ads. I said, well, we got.
I need 25 is a nice number. Did you see how he combined a bunch of books together? So we had 32. It was getting bigger.
No, 25 was good because we
we
just started too slow. We lingered too long at the beginning. Is the problem. That's it.
Gosh, they're getting arguments over it. This is awesome. Oh yeah, catch Sticks on SNS in Saturday Night Live.
Yes, yeah,
absolutely.
Sticks and HR will be there.
Sticks
right?
and Mr. Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, the guy who goes to hunt books to lose money. Oh Jesus, that business model is something else. Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, make sure you guys go over there. Try to give them a thumbs up because it really their whole day over there. If you give them a thumbs up, it'll really make their day for them. That's make their week probably.
So, yeah. And they have a poll going on for the Cartoon Wars and Movie Wars and the community channel. So stop by and vote. You can vote for what did I vote for just now? Was Space Ghost still on there?
Yes, it's still Space Ghost. It's Space Ghost and Tailspin, I think.
Yeah, go vote for Space Ghost because Space Ghost shouldn't lose any of those battles.
What are the
next vote? BK, if you want to get on this too. Next vote is should we change Lopez's name to Mr.
Ace Ventura and something else? Is it
the other guys?
Is it the other guy? You see,
I think so.
Other guys is getting the shaft.
I mean, the good movies are already gone out of there. There was something that was amazing that got kicked out already, and I was
25 to 75% Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura is destroying other guys, but come on.
Yeah, that's not cool.
You learned to dance ironically? You gotta let me fly. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly on this one, Captain. Which
you debut a segment,
Michael Keaton in it.
That's what I just read too. I'm like, Sticks is.
Oh, look at that! Sticks has a segment this week on SNS.
Do we get a clue, Sticks?
Yes,
we better
give us a little something before we sign off. Give us a little hint.
Yeah, how do you have Tailspin versus Space Ghost Coast to Coast?
Well, Space Ghost has won the past couple of weeks, so
yeah, Space Ghost is just stuck in there.
And plus, it's SNS. How can you ask why?
Critic
for that
what
from
else
them. So tomorrow night is Dollar Bin. No.
I'll have Dollar Bin. I'll also have a top 10 and 10 for you members. I got something ready to roll there.
Check it out.
JJ's giving me some good lists for some video game stuff because I'm still going to keep doing video game stuff. So those will be next week, though. I also got some toys planned because I got some toys built around our mashups. I kind of like the idea of the G.I. Joe Transformer mashups.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Toy segments to film and do. And then
how many are watching Ant-Man?
Oh, shit. I got to go see Ant-Man.
I'm going to Ant-Man
I heard some early reviews. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's not getting
I missed it. Dang it.
I might actually for some of it because AOA.
News, Pete. Of course, you had in the news.
Because AOA liked it so much, I got a box here that I put in the back that said "Need to price when DC hits." So maybe we'll go through it and show it as a member exclusive. I don't really like doing that shit, but maybe I will.
Yeah, do it.
Well, you got to price some books. You got like 10 days. You know.
I don't. Yeah, I know. That's why I got this one right here. This one. It says. What does it say?
So Friday night, while Marco's looking for that, Friday night is that's your DC.
There's some in here. There's got to be.
Well, there's Mail Call Madness on Friday.
Yeah,
with Dom and
Mail Call
Jedi.
Madness. The boys filmed it. I got to edit it.
Sweet.
Oh, there's G.I. Joe in here.
Ooh.
Oh, why there's
G.I. Joe what? High number? Couldn't see you. It's like I'm on a goddamn.
I'm not. This is why he's doing it.
Here,
look at ask to see stuff. For some reason, there's Green Lantern in here. Oh, there's some Flash. Let's see if these any of the books that we just mentioned. The Fastest Man Alive. Oh, good lord.
That's the Bart grown up run.
Yeah.
I didn't like that run.
Yeah. It's got these two idiots fighting on it.
Oh yeah, that's what 198.
Hey, we can't look. I can't give away what's in this box if we're gonna do.
No. Yeah. Save it.
Maybe we will.
Hey, look at you guys. First Serpentor. They're all over it. I couldn't even see.
Yeah,
what the hell
First Serpentor. They know what it is.
Cover and didn't know what the hell it was.
I didn't want to show you because I didn't want somebody begging me to give them a book that I like.
So with that note, Saturday night special. Six is debuting his
it looks
segment
like
about time, but now what do you think?
I have a pretty good idea what this might be about.
Don't forget, we got a guest Sunday.
We got what?
We got a guest Sunday.
Oh yeah. Dom booked a guest. Dom has gone out on the limb and booked a guest. And guess what the guest is related to? Take a wild guess of what character this guest is known for in Star Wars. Dom booked this.
Dom.
This is amazing.
It'll be interesting.
So,
we'll leave you with that.
We'll
let you guys know before.
Wow.
Maybe we should make an announcement that Dom booked a guest. Please guess below what guest he booked.
You want to make a poll? We can do that if you want to.
No, not Paul. I just want people to guess. Shit.
Oh, just random.
We all know what character it is. Do we know what version it is? Maybe not, but we know what character it is. All right.
Fair enough.
That going.
All right. With that all said, we good?
We're good.
3.5 hours in.
Wow, y'all did a monster one. Jeez.
For the three of us.
Normal rate for y'all. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Johnny, come lately here.
Maybe cleared it out. Listen, we gotta change these Wednesdays. They're killing me now. No, I'm playing.
Not Anthony Daniels, AOA.
I gotta be better.
No, we didn't say Jedi. We said Dom. Dom.
Yeah.
I have an idea, but I'm not gonna. I'm another chat guess.
Yeah, let the chat guess. Let the chat guess who
they think it might be.
Yeah, what character?
Why are you giving a handy to your standee?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're going like this.
It is. It's something really here, Ryan.
I know.
I don't know. Wink, wink, wink. Okay. All right.
All right.
Thanks,
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, we're gaining you guys. Get us out of here because they're still wondering why the fuck we're on. There's no more show. Goodbye.
No more show. All right. See you guys later. All right.
Later.